Alrighty
Sorry.
then. It's all good. This is the ADLR Podcast. Sorry for the late start here for people waiting for live, but I messed up some of my scenes and I had to redo it. So this is the new and improved look at the moment until I fix everything. A white border, right? Well, I mean, I did it so I can actually have the transition between this and the screen where I'm showing off the bracket be a smooth thing. So for audio listeners, you don't care. For video listeners, you get this. And then down there, you'll see the preview of the Firefox thing or window when we're doing our thing. And you're like, what thing are you talking about, Anthony? Well, today we are doing Song of the Year. We have a bracket of 64 songs that we as a collective in this podcast have put into a list that we enjoyed this year, and we'd like to see it battle it out. Right? That's pretty much all we have on the docket. But before we get to that, I mean, we're going to go around the room here and just, how's everyone feeling? How's everyone doing? How'd you guys, enjoy your weekends? I hear, Kelsey, you just started playing Persona 5, so that's great. You're muted still.
Yeah, Persona 5. I'm definitely having a lot of fun. I do have some complaints about the game, but it's like stupid little things.
Okay, that's fair. But okay, so how many hours do you have into it? I just want to.
I think I have 11.
Out of 11 hours of this game and 11 hours of 15, where are we at here?
I would rather purchase Persona 5 Royal Edition and start completely over than ever play 15 again.
Got it.
Okay,
so you're enjoying some of the moment to moment then.
Oh yeah, like it's the game for this is just it's way better. Like there's stupid little things that annoy me. Like I don't feel like I get to save as often as I want to, and I feel like you can save when you're just kind of running around in the world, which is helpful, but like there's a lot of actions that just kind of force you through the story.
Okay.
Like if you do stuff and he's like, "Oh, we should probably go to sleep," instead of like sending me to my room or letting me go up to my room and make the decision to go to sleep, which it sort of randomly does. It's just like, "Oh, we should go to sleep," and then next day, and then you have all this shit that goes, and if you didn't save right before you did whatever action it is that you did, then you have to like, just deal with whatever it is that you do.
Oh, so it's not always like by choice. It's like a scripted thing when you don't know it's coming either.
Yeah, you'll do stuff, and then it's like, oh, hey, by the way, here's 3 days later, and you didn't get to do anything.
They kind of remedy that once you get further in the game, because the first palace is essentially the tutorial palace. After that, it'll open up like you can do whatever you want. You want to eat a burger? Go over there.
Yeah. I also it's been a long time since I've played Persona 3, but I don't feel like you have as much freedom as you did in Persona 3. And I don't know if it's just because of it's like you said, it's the like tutorial thing. It also starts out super slow. It was like 2 or 3 hours before I actually got to do anything.
Oh man.
Where you're just kind of like reading or listening or whatever, and it's just like, do I get to do anything, or is it like, well, what are we doing here?
As long as it pays off later on, then cool. But 2.5 hours of not doing anything, you're reaching Assassin's Creed levels at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was interested because there's a lot of story and things up front that kind of happen that you get that kind of gets you interested from the start, and so you kind of want to know what happens. But it is like 2 or 3 hours before you really get to do anything. Like you start off doing a small piece, and then it's like, do I ever actually get to fight again? How do I?
Nope, you're in a high school simulator, and that's it, with a bunch of dialogue.
And like the thing is that you don't start out in the high school simulator. You start out like at the end of the story, and then you get interrogated by police, and then it's like you're remembering these things, and the lady that's interrogating you, it like interrupts after certain key points and is like, so you were doing this thing, you obviously had some help, who was it and why were you doing this? And then and then you're like, oh well, and she's like, and then the next target was this, and I was like, well, I guess that's the next guy that I'm gonna go fuck up. Like
okay, I don't know. It was told that way. It's like one of the like Uncharted stuff type of stuff. It's already the aftermath, and now they're just reliving it.
It's like is it what's the name of that movie? The one it's like a who done it with Kevin Spacey.
Oh, the
Done it with
Usual
Kevin Spacey.
Suspects.
It's told like that.
The Usual Suspects, I think it is. Okay, that's pretty cool. Brian, what you been doing this weekend before prepping for this episode, or what?
I beat Ratchet 100%. You know, got all the collectibles, something light. You
Let's
feel me?
go.
I love that game. I've always loved that series, and that game's just a prettier version of older games, and I'm just hard the entire time.
Oh, whoa.
You know, a game's good when like you never feel like it's a chore to get stuff you don't have to get.
Yeah, when the
Whenever
option.
you just like, yo, this is you're just in it, and like I gotta go out of my way to get that robot. The visual effects when you do portal stuff, it's gorgeous. How optimized this game is on PS5, where everything, if I blink, I already wasted time because I loaded it already.
Yeah, they take advantage of the API for direct storage. I don't know what the equivalent is for direct storage. That's the Microsoft one, but I forgot what they're calling the one for Sony.
Yeah, it's funny too that I like as characters I like Ratchet and I like Clank. Out of the two, I like Clank more. And then they introduced two characters who are essentially other versions of them, and I like them way better than Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Rivet and Kit, even individually, fucking beyond belief. And
Yeah.
then, you know, I'm just like, how do you do this? And then I know there's another game coming, and if the PlayStation Store knew that once I beat this game, I can pre-order the next game, I would right now.
Right away, yeah. Because the hype at the end of it, you're like, yes, let's go. I want more.
That shit, that whole game just makes me happy. Leveling up the guns is still a thing. I wish when you get to max level, they made more like a visual big deal of it being like max and it changing. Like in other games, I think they made a bigger deal, but that's just nitpicking. But everything they made puzzles simple but challenging enough so where I feel smart for finishing it.
Oh, okay. Accessible, I guess is the word you're looking
Yeah,
for then.
all the collectibles too. I didn't look anything up. I'm like, oh, so how do I? And then I feel like I'm a god. If any game designer, everyone who's into gaming or anything should just take this game as like a reference.
Or just a good study piece. Like it's like this is
It's a great study.
it's a very accessible game design wise. So
Yeah, the story's not like, yo, how did they think of that?
uh-huh.
But it's entertaining. I have probably like known bad things to say about this game. Insomniac always hits out of the park, and this one they hit it so far out of the park it went to another dimension.
That's pretty far. I
They
see
go-
what you
what
did
was
there.
what was the thing that you always sent people to with Frieza?
The Shadow Realm, as far
The
as
Shadow Realm? Yeah.
yeah,
I mean
this
that's
sends it to Shadow Realm's like sending them basically like ethering. They're deceased. They're gone.
yeah.
I essentially sends you to the happier version of that. It
Okay.
sends you to King Kai's world. That's where that sends you. With Bubbles, you're just chilling with Bubbles.
With Bubbles
and what's his name, Gregory.
Is Gregory, yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, just having a good time.
Was there a third?
You know what?
It was just Gregory and Bubbles, right? There wasn't a third.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch the answer. You're chilling with Bulma's parents.
Oh, okay.
With her hot ass mom and the guy who's just there with a cigar and that cat that stares at you, just lamping. Everyone's rich. Everyone's having a good time. That's what this game takes you.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
capsule corp.
There you go. Thank you. I was gonna say that. I think it's Capsule Corp where we're heading. I'm cool with that.
Soundtrack's nice. Audio cues are nice. Everything's just nice.
It's just polished. I guess is the word you're looking for. It's polished.
It's refreshing. After playing Tales and just being and ranting negatively, it's nice to just have something so beautiful, both visually and like in terms of a gameplay mechanic, even audibly. When you teleport and all that shit, I'm like, yo, let's get it. I'm on the moon now. I'm with it. Anything that happened, I was with it.
Okay, I'm with you there too. Like even like, hey, what planet do you want to go to? It's a menu click, and then like a small cutscene goes, and you're there. It fades to black, and you're there.
It gives you the option to skip it, but why? It's
Why?
quicker to just let it play out. It feels like.
The time it takes for me to be like, oh, let me hit a button. I'm like, I could just enjoy the visuals.
Yeah, this game's too pretty to skip anything. If you skip something, fuck off. I skipped the credits.
Oh, fuck off, right?
Fuck off.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah, so boom, I beat that, and then CEO weekend was this weekend.
I was like, I heard it was coming, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll sit down and watch this. Saturday afternoon, I'm like, oh, Skullgirls was like retweeting, hey, we're gonna have this announcement, and I'm like, oh fuck, CEO's happening, and
The
Rand almost
entire
like
time,
chucked his computer out. He's like, I could have fucking entered, and he
yeah,
just
the thing is like, so when they open it up to get spectator passes and compete, maybe like a few hours later, sold out, and then throughout the year they kept being able to expand it. But at that point, I'm like, nah. And then, but a friend of mine from like middle school, and then a friend of mine that I met through streaming and stuff like that, they actually went, and I was like, maybe I can go hang out with them, right? I had
yeah.
to work overtime on the weekend. On Saturday, like I came back at like 5 or 6, and I
Oh
was just like,
shit,
luck is hilarious. But then the the
the offset.
whatever the 2021 fucking story arc is, it didn't, I didn't go to work. I mean, I went to work, but the entire time I'm like, with this luck, I'm gonna get hit by a car on the way.
Uh
There's no
huh.
way. There's no way I'm safe for the rest of this year.
Uh huh.
Um, the first thing that happened that I remember. So Marvel lives, and that was at
So.
CEO
Mhm.
offline tournament. Baby boy Ray Ray won. So boom, making Dominicans proud, right?
All day.
Score Girls happens, and they say, "Oh, after grand finals, we're gonna reveal the news we have."
Yes.
Baby boy the kill stage is also part Dominican wins. Boom, we're going off.
We're
We're
out
the
here.
Yankees right now,
Yeah.
right?
Oof. We have Bladano in our
Then they're
fucking
like, "Oh,
Yankee
let's show off
outfits.
the umbrella trailer because she's gonna come out, whatever."
Okay.
She looks well animated. Her stage is adorable. Her song is really good.
They finished the whole thing. They finished all
Yeah,
animation sounds. She's good to go.
as of the trailer, and the trailer's like, "Oh, she'll come out completely
Yeah.
early 2022."
Oh, let's go.
And then they go, "But who's the next character?"
And then
And
you're
it goes to
like,
black, and then it shows a door opening, and then baby girl, this game this game came out in 2020 to 2012 or something, and then somewhere, I think years later, when they're doing the Kickstarter, they did a vote for what character you want in. The frame I saw her, let me
vote.
backtrack. She's in the back of a level. It's like the mafia level, the Medici house, and she's standing next to the mob boss.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, is her arm a shotgun? That's what I thought it was, because the thing looked like buckshots. It's a grenade launcher apparently, and like I need her playable.
Still good.
Her playable. Then the voting thing came. I mean, I was still in like middle school or high school. I didn't have money to drop for just a Kickstarter. But I'm like, someone vote for this.
Uh huh.
They didn't vote for her. I like the characters they put in, but it wasn't her. So like 9 years later, again, the game was considered dead. Got revitalized. We got Mike Z the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Announced the season pass 1. I'm like, yo, season pass 1. Instant bought it. Maybe she's coming. So first character, Annie. I didn't give a shit about her, but anything added to Skullgirls before I played her.
Yeah.
Anything added is a W. I played her. She's fun. She fits.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, second character, Black Dahlia, right? No, Umbrella. Again, no shit's given about her.
Yeah.
Played her a bit before she had all her moves. Fun. It fits. I'm happy with it. Finally get the character I've been waiting for, and like the strength of the erection that announcement gave me.
Holy shit! I can only imagine.
When I, you know how like in Naruto it's called Infinite Tsukiyomi,
Tsukiyomi,
they're
yeah.
trying to get him into the Utopia. I was just infinite like Kamiyomi after that, dude. I was
Oof.
everywhere.
Sticky
So
icky
she's finally
icky
coming
everywhere.
out.
Okay.
But then I watched the trailer at least 10 times. And then I got sad. I'm like, I have to wait until 2022.
That's not so
And
bad.
then I remembered it says early, and we're in December. January is technically early. So I was like, I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Okay.
This is what I started fearing for my life. Right?
Can't have anything nice.
Yeah, I got the person I was rooting for wins Marvel. My favorite Skullgirls player wins the whole tournament. The character I've been waiting for like 7 to 9 years gonna come to the game. And
They're
then
finally bringing out Sagat.
if
That would be
somehow
wild.
they get the rights to put him in this game,
That'd be wild.
everyone in every Discord server I'm in gets a copy of Skullgirls.
You heard it here first. Let's bankrupt Brian.
Even if they're like in 4 of the Discord servers.
Yeah.
Now they have giftable copies. Then I was
Mhm.
watching other stuff in the
It's not
in the
giftable
game.
copies. That's more copies that they can play in their off time.
Different accounts.
Every time I give them a key, I want them to make another account to send it to that account, to
Yes.
claim, and then get all the achievements.
Yes. I
Um,
support that.
and,
That's
and then I
that's a
was
better
watching
route.
other stuff. I watched a bit of Tekken, not too much. I saw Arslan Ash one. He was playing a bit as Zafina. I like her, so good shit.
Oh,
I
Randall,
was
what are your
watching some
thoughts on
BB tag.
Zofina?
Zafina?
Randall fucking hates Zofina. I think it was Zofina because I've heard him be salty about it. Randall, you on there? Hello? Wake up.
No comment, man.
Oh, you said no comment. You didn't come through. Okay, go ahead, bro.
That's one of my potential mains because she's funny. And she's really pretty, so I'm like, you know what? I might main her, right? But nonetheless, some good ass Tekken, right? I watched some BB tag. A character I think is brain dead was like in grand finals. And I was like, whatever. This was entertaining to watch. Is it characters I want to see? Not necessarily, but high level play was entertaining. Later on in the day, they announced that they're doing rollback. They're adding rollback to BB tag.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh shit, good shit. Maybe that means they're gonna also put more content, like keep it alive after. I don't know. I got hype.
Well, I'm sure they might, or the other possibility is they're working on a new project and they could just maybe same engine, so they added in rollback and they're like, might as well just put it into this game too, and they
BB
just
Tag
merged.
2 or something.
Yeah, and they might have just merged some sort of changes.
That'd be nice. That friend, one of my friends entered for that game, so I was like, he's ecstatic. I'm happy for him. Rollback, let's get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Things happened in the middle. I don't remember. I was still watching the Black Dahlia trailer, waiting for it to say never mind, it's Game and Watch instead. I was like, you never know.
She forms into him doing the bacon thing.
Yeah, cut to the last game of the night, which is Guilty Gear. I'm
Yeah.
watching. It's hype. People going off. Potemkin doing Potemkin things. Someone ended up winning. It's like a not big no name ended up winning.
That's always good to
Pretty
see.
hype.
That's always
I
good to
was
see. Yeah.
Good shit. Then Jabali, he had a picture of a USB that said trailer. He's like, oh, I'm gonna show this at the end of the night.
Yeah.
After the last game. He plays it, and that's when they do he brings in the Arxis people on stage.
Right.
Then he shows the whole Blaze Blue and BB Tag getting rollback, and then he has the debated face, and then plays another trailer. Biken from Guilty Gear, she's the next DLC kid.
Ooh.
Now I said, if they don't give me Slayer, give me Biken. She always looked cool. I never got a chance to play her.
Oh, she looks cool, all right.
And she looks gorgeous. Her costume doesn't seem like it changed much from the game before, but the level is pretty. She's pretty. I wanted to try her. At this point, I'm looking at my ceiling as if it's gonna collapse. And then they said, "Oh, late January, she's coming out." Like, that's crazy.
At that point, you just check your pulse to see if you're dead.
Yeah, and then so CEO was a W.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
That was essentially my weekend. Ratchet got me aroused, and then the announcements made me feel for my life.
That's good back to back. That's a combo right there.
Yeah.
That's what you like to see. It gets everybody else hyped. Look at Kelsey. Look how hyped Kelsey is right now. He can't wait.
I'm so hyped.
Yeah, he can't wait.
Mostly because I have
announced-
some news.
Her being announced, is making me not play the gun guy anymore because he's really fucking hard, and there's no point in me playing a character really
is
hard
he?
despite gun. Yeah, he's throbbing. Dude. There's no point in me putting time into this character if I'm gonna drop him. It's inevitable. I'm playing her. So now I'm just gonna play Potemkin until she comes out.
Is Potemkin
Big
top
body.
tier or is he just a grappler?
He's good.
Or both?
And he's a grappler.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like Marvel where everyone's bullshit.
I love that. I love when everyone's fucking broken. There's no, hey, just pick this character. The whole point
There's
is just to
people
have fun.
above others, but anyone can win anything.
I like that. That's the kind of balancing I want.
That was my weekend. What about the news you got?
What's up, Kelsey? What's going on?
Am I muted?
No, you're good.
No.
You're good.
My buddy got back to me about Last Epoch and the multiplayer. It actually got pushed to Q1 2022. So
That's still 3 months from now at the latest. Unless it's fiscal
latest,
year,
yeah.
but so by March. So it sounds like I can still, grab it. Is it can I still transfer my character or is it gonna be like
I don't know how it's gonna. I'm assuming that it's gonna be a lot like Diablo, where it's you have solo play and then you have online play, and you don't like transfer them between.
Okay.
I think it's definitely it's still definitely a lot of fun. I'm definitely getting further into it and started to get stuff. Apparently, there is a bug that is a feature that has been around for a lot of different games like this, that they have announced that it is not against terms and services, which is great. And I really kind of hope they make it so that um, they turn this into an actual feature, so you can have your character auto cast things by mapping the cast button to the numpad and then holding the keys and turning the numlock off.
And he'll just continue to cast
He'll just
that
continuously, like, as it cools
as it
down,
cools
just
down.
do it. And I was like, what the fuck? And apparently they, in Diablo and a couple of other games, that you could do that too, so that you could just have
Farm
your
something.
character, you know, whatever. And the character that I'm playing, the Void Knight, you use that a lot. So like I play the entire game with just my left mouse click. Um and but I cast 4 different spells like all the time. Like my character, so I cast Smite, Anomaly, and then 2 Void skills. That do, like, one summons like Void Sphere that summons like balls around me, and another one summons like an AOE that you know puts a dot on people and does damage. Um, and then my main attack skill is just called Rive, and it's just a 3-hit combo thing that does a shit ton of damage. And so my character just kind of, does this as
Just
he's like,
Blowjob.
summoning shit, um, and smacking people in the face. And like I'm thinking about switching my healing key to my mouse button 4, so that I literally don't have to even put my hand on the keyboard other than to
you can
hit
literally
the
just
numlock
you
thing.
can just eat and just
Yeah. So yeah.
that's pretty cool. Then if that's the case, I mean, I might grab it and just start playing around. Because
Yeah, I mean it's $35, and like let me see how many hours I have in it real quick.
If it goes on
Um,
sale, I'll grab it.
you gonna wait till Christmas sale?
We'll see, yeah.
I don't know that they're gonna do a Christmas sale, but because they're like, I apparently only have 15 hours into it, but I'm like starting to move through the story. My character's starting to come together and get all the skills and everything. Like it took a while to get to where I could get all of my skills, and so I kind of just had to play with what I had for a while because I didn't want to reset some stuff.
Right.
Um, so yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome. But I'm really excited about the multiplayer.
Yeah, the same. So, but I mean, now I can actually grab it, play it, don't have to worry about. Because I think what stopped us is maybe there was going to be a sale for that multiplayer update. So, but if it's not, then I might as well just go and grab it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's all included. I'm pretty sure once you buy the game, that's it. Everything that they come out with that gets added to the game is you get.
No, but what I'm saying is, like Brian mentioned before, sometimes when they have a huge update, like a multiplayer update, it goes on sale. So if you don't have it, you'd be incentivized to buy it. So I don't want to buy
I
it
got you.
now. The update comes out a week later, and it's like a sale, 30% off, and then I cry. Right?
Well, then just have Bryant buy it and buy it 2 days later.
That's true,
Mhm.
Brian. Let me know when you get it.
I'll run like a Christmas sale. If it's not on sale, I'll get it, and then you can get it for free.
Yeah. Oh, I get a free copy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty lit. Okay. Randall, you got anything to talk about before we get into this bracket thing? It might go quickly, it might go slowly. We'll see.
Negative.
Nothing? All right.
One more
I would
sentence.
say like this well we'll get into it.
About
Like
what?
I already while you guys was talking, I already like did my version of the bracket.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do the right side yet. I just did the left side. And yeah, like there was some real tough ones that I was sitting here just thinking for like 3 minutes, like, dang man, I don't know which one to pick because they were so close. But I already have the winner for I don't know what you would call
Your
it.
personal
The west
list?
side,
Uh-huh.
the west division.
Yeah, I was gonna say the West Division.
Yeah, I already have my
Oh, wow.
winner for the west division. Do you want to know who it is?
No, not yet. We got to go through our stuff, right? Like, we can, if we want, after we're done with ours, we can go see whatever, your personal ones. Otherwise, you're gonna give away your votes.
Uh,
It's not
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like the point is we vote in real time. So the people watching live, all 700,000 of us, right? They get to. Why you laughing?
Oh, 7,000.
I don't like the way you said that, Randall. That was pretty alarming. Is the word?
Just viewer
All
shamed you.
7,000 of us.
Oh, with the effects. Brian got the video effects. Randall got the audio effects.
I think my favorite effect though is when he actually turns his camera on.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gotcha.
he did.
I just feel like I get burned, Randall.
Can't burn something that teleports.
You can.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Naruto literally
you-
says otherwise.
Yeah, you definitely can,
What?
Randall. What?
What'd you say?
I said the entire show of Naruto begs to differ.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? You sure can.
One sentence. A friend of mine showed me this movie that I'm 100% convinced never came out, and he just recorded it on his free time, called Freddy Got Fingered. I've never seen this movie. I
You've
watched
never
it for the
seen
first
Freddy Got
time,
Fingered?
and I still don't believe. One, I think I wrote it in a fever dream, and two, this movie never came out. But if we ever do one of those like
Bad movie
stupid
things.
movie, yeah,
It's a Tom
is-
Green movie. It's
this-
so dumb.
this goes to the top of whatever priority list we have.
Uh-huh.
This is without a doubt the dumbest movie I ever saw, but I had abs while watching.
Do you want to know here? You want me to read you part of the cast?
Go for it.
Do you know who Tom Green is? Like,
Yes.
are you guys old enough to know who that is?
Yeah.
So Tom Green, Drew Barrymore, Shaquille O'Neal, and Anthony Michael Hall.
Okay, that's quite the combination of people.
And then Harlan Williams. I don't remember who. Oh, I remember who he is
That's
now.
the skateboard.
The skateboard guy?
There's a skateboard scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's the dude from one of the guys from Rocket Man.
Oh, okay.
I think he might be the main character in Rocket Man. If you haven't seen Rocket Man, we have to watch that too.
I don't think I have seen Rocket Man.
I don't remember.
The only Rocket Man I saw was the musician,
John.
the Elton John movie.
No, Rocket Man is it's so an accident-prone and obnoxious geek joins NASA space mission to Mars. During the flight, he manages to put himself and the entire crew in jeopardy, but is in danger of emerging as a hero when his new colleagues need him to save them from the unforgiving surface of the red planet. But he has to go through all the tests and everything, and there's like the one where you have to, it's like a lung test where you blow into a tube and keep a ping pong ball above a certain level for a certain period of time, and he's like going up against another NASA person, whatever, going up
Astronaut?
against somebody else from astronaut. There we go. Could not think of that.
Yeah, I don't know why he blanked out. I'm like, what is he trying to say? Go for it.
But and then like kicks him in the balls, and then there's a scene where he's like, they're like having to share oxygen on the surface, and you just hear,
Oh no,
You
just
know,
a bunch of
and then-
farts.
and the guy's like, "Did you just fart?" No, and he's like holding the tube, trying to keep it from going over there. And then he's just like, the guy's like, "Oh, God, it's in my mouth! Oh."
Yeah, that's gross. Well, we can add it to the backlog. I haven't seen those. That sounds like a good time.
They're great.
Frosted Flakes.
All right. I don't know about Frosted Flakes, my guy, but okay. That leads us right into the main beef of the content for this episode. Song of the Year. Like I mentioned before, we've made a bracket with our favorites. We're gonna put them up against each other to see who ends up being the winner in this tournament. Top 64 tournament. What was I gonna say? I guess before we start, we do need to set some ground rules. And the first one being, what do we do for ties?
Rock,
Do
paper,
we-
scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, or do we flip a
How
coin?
the fuck are we gonna do that?
I don't know. Do we want to flip a coin for it? Do we want to? I mean, I don't know how many people are in chat right now, but the chat can be the deciding factor if it comes to a tie. I
wouldn't rely on chat
Okay.
because then I'm
Maybe we'll
just
just
gonna write what I
flip
want to win.
Flipping a coin.
You good with just flipping a coin?
Not just
Yeah.
any coin. It has to be 5 buffalo nickels.
5 buffalo nickels. Okay.
I'm good with that.
Well, let me get the site ready for the Buffalo. What is it?
Random.org/coins.
Random.org/coins.
We're still not allowed to listen to live music on
We're not.
Twitch, right?
No.
You can if you want your channel taken down.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb.
You said Buffalo nickel, Brian? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Scroll at the bottom.
24 karat? The $50 one?
It just says Buffalo nickel, Jack. Don't give me gold.
Oh, I looked at the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I looked at
Hold
quarter.
on.
What do you do? Best out of what?
I put 5.
You put 5? Okay. So we're good to go. Just in case. So let's get this thing started. This is now the bracket, the 2021 Song of the Year for the Split Screen Losers. Ready? We're in there. Audio listeners, I'll try and, do what I can here to, do what I got to do. But here we are. Our first matchup is Ed Sheeran, Visiting Hours from the Equals album versus Giveon, Heartbreak Anniversary from the When It's All Said and Done, Take Time album. Very great songs, both somber songs, one dealing with losing a loved one / friend, the other losing a relationship. I have thoughts on the matter. My vote here is easy. I don't know if you guys are in the middle of a conflict here, but as much as... Go ahead, Brian. It sounded like you were going to say something.
I know what mine is, but it sucks that Anthony rigged this, so all the slappers of the year are going against each other.
I did not rig this. So to clarify, all of this was auto-filled by this website, Bracket Fights.
By Anthony.
Okay.
That was programmed by Anthony in the back end.
Nope.
How do I view this bracket?
The way this works is that you can make your own personal ones. So what's on screen on my stream right now is mine.
All right.
That makes sense?
Let me pull up you then.
If you'd like, yeah, because you can hit the link that Brian shared in the doc, but it's going to generate your own personal bracket. So you can, or you can just you can also just keep it up and just vote the same way. It's up to you.
It's up to you.
Did I talk twice just now, or?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, I don't know if I could hear myself.
Yo.
I guess I'll get this ball rolling here. Then I'm going with Ed Sheeran for my vote. Visiting Hours is
I third that.
Very well composed. Again, Ed Sheeran with his lyrics is really good. He performed really well. I'm thinking he's taking this. Kelsey, do you have an opposite vote here, or are you also diving in with the Sheeran?
I mean, but Giveon's just so bad.
Oh, so what does that even mean? So you just automatically Sheeran then?
Yeah, I'm going with Sheeran.
Okay, so we'll go.
Hold on, I'm curious. Do you really not like the song, or you're just picking at Sheeran?
I just picking it.
Okay, just out of curiosity.
Some of the ones though, looking at the list, I started going through the list, and I was like, "This is awful. This is awful. This is awful." I don't know why you guys even put these on here.
That's fair. But that's why I asked for you to put some on there as well, right?
I don't listen to newer music. I don't unless it comes on the radio, which I only listen to, the fucking Ratchet station that occasionally plays new things. I'm still listening to Trina. Let's go.
Oh my god. That's fair. All right, so first up, we got Ed Sheeran's. We're moving on to the next thing here. Next song up is Justin, how do you pronounce his last name? Quilles?
That's why Quilles, probably.
The song called Loco. What did I say? That sounds so American saying that. Loco. There we go. From La Última Promesa. And then we have that going up against María Isabel, No Soy Para Ti. I hope you're very unhappy without me. That's the name of the album. I don't know do we want to circle? I don't know if we want to cycle this to who goes first.
To build suspense, we should do one by one instead of blurting if we second or third it, I think.
What do you mean?
In no terms of order, I don't care.
Okay. I figured we cycle through. That way it's not just me talking the entire time. I guess Brian, you can go for this one, and then Kelsey, and then Randall.
Spoiler, I put both of these songs on here.
Okay. So this is heavy for you. Your children are fighting.
I like both songs. They're definitely different moods. One of them is you can wine bumper. The other one is a melancholic, It's melancholic with kind of like a dance hall reggaeton, like drum instrumental or a nice drum pattern.
Okay.
Uh, I think both are really good songs. The one that I've actually repeated because I just enjoy it for what it sounds like is No Soy Para Ti. That's
Well,
my vote.
by Maria Isabel.
Yeah.
All right. Kelsey, thoughts?
I actually I didn't listen to Maria's. I must have missed that one.
Okay.
But I really enjoyed Justin's, so
You're gonna vote
it's gonna
for
be my vote.
Okay. Randall?
Civil War.
Civil War already. We might have to get those nickels out.
I went with Maria as well.
Oh, okay. Well, then we won't be needing the nickels because this was an easy pick for me. Maria Isabel. It's just a more polished pop reggaeton sounding and a catchy chorus. You know, I don't want to say the word cookie cutter because that sounds like derogatory in some way, but like it just hit it. It's a radio hit. I can hear this being replayed on the Spanish stations after one salsa song. So we're going with the Maria Isabel. Sorry, I think it was a 3-1. Now, next up, Anderson .Paak, Fire in the Sky, and Girl in Red, I'll Call You Mine. From the album, If I Could Make It Go Quiet. The Anderson .Paak is from the Shank. What's up, Randall?
For me, this is when it started getting real.
Oh, you started pulling up your sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna just give you a hint. Like
you
Have
had
him go first.
this one bracket right here.
Yeah.
One of these songs went really far.
Okay.
I mean,
That's fair.
Well, I mean, you said you had something win, so I would assume something went really far.
Well, he said from this bracket, like there's Brandon. It still meant there's like a semifinal kind of bracket thing. Like the quarter. Don't worry about it.
Well, I would assume so if he has something winning already.
You're right. All right, Randall. So I mean, you can go first. I think Kelsey's having a conversation with someone.
so I would with Girl in Red.
Oh, okay.
Break it down. Tell us why.
Yeah, break it down. What did you like over? I guess you've heard both songs. I would imagine.
Yeah, like the one from Shang-Chi was, I don't know, it was all right. It just sounded like a cliche soundtrack movie. Or movie soundtrack, I meant to say. But I don't know. The one it's like really smooth and it gives me like that very a lot of these songs with the female sound very litany, and I like litany a lot.
That was kind of the. Speaking of which, that was kind of the anthem for me this year entirely, with Olivia Rodrigo coming out, and then Girl in Red afterwards. And then there was a third litany drop in actual project this year too, and then there was another person,
London Grammar.
Julia Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
It was a recurring
Haley
theme
Williams
for me.
for me.
Haley as well.
This was an emo year in terms of the music that I held to high regard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
You
there with
consider
you.
this emo?
Yeah, Girl in Red.
Emotional music.
Yeah, it's definitely emo music, man.
Mm,
Yeah, you have a different classification.
I don't know. I never really knew what the exact definition of emo. I always thought emo was more like self self destruction kind of. Not
Like
necessarily just talking about your emotions or being emotional, but more like
like including self harm or something. Like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. That's what I thought emo was, but I don't. Like I said, I don't really know what the official definition is. So
Okay. All right, so we have one for Girl in Red. I'm going to follow that up as well. I'm going to be doing Girl in Red as well. The Anderson .Paak song was a solid track, but it wasn't, like, I guess we'll see later on in this bracket, it wasn't Sway Lee's. Like, the chorus isn't at that level, where it's like, oh, instant cat, you're catchy, you're in it. Anderson .Paak has other tracks on here, I think, with his involvement with Silk Sonic, which was a night and day difference between this and those tracks.
Was it Fire in the Sky?
Fire in the not this track was fine. I don't think it was. It's not enough fire to win this matchup, right? That makes
But
sense.
the other tracks were Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, absolutely. So my vote on here is Girl in Red. Brian, if you want to follow up, or Kelsey, I kind of skipped Kelsey because looked like you were having a conversation, so didn't want to stop.
I was. We're having painters come tomorrow because they replaced the floors but didn't do the baseboards, and they're supposed to be coming tomorrow, but I don't know if they're just going to be sending a bunch of 30 Hispanics like they usually do that are going to move all of our shit, or if it's they hired somebody to actually move our stuff. So
It might be the former.
probably is.
Yeah. So
Usually they show up and they bring their kid and they have the kid translate. The kid talks to us and then translates to them. So.
Yep.
That is literally how every interaction has been.
They don't need to learn English. They got their kids for that.
No, the only two phrases that they know in English is "Can I borrow a ladder?" and "Do you have the paint?" And that's it.
No, that's actually more than I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say like something about using the restroom or something. El baño,
No, I mean they usually don't need to when they're here, but if they need to, I mean they know where the bathroom is. It's right there.
Hey, you never know.
I'm going with "Girl in Red" for this one. I like you said, I liked "Fire in the Sky," but it wasn't wasn't quite the banger that the other one is.
Brian, I think you're the last one up, right?
The more I saw this, the more my answer changed surprisingly. Originally, I'm like "Girl in Red" free, right?
Really? And now you're changing it? That's wild.
The weirdest thing about this Anderson Paak song, whichever one way he pronounces it,
Uh-huh.
let me know in the comments.
I thought it was Pack.
What's weird is it's very cliche,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a simple song. When it gets to the chorus, I don't know what it is, but like if I stubbed my toe and the chorus played, I'm like, it's all right, it's my fault.
Oh, it
And I
heals
smile
you.
into the sunset.
I see.
It's a very rare time when like a happy bubblegum poppy kind of song actually hits.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I can loop both for hours. I found myself whenever Anderson Paak came on shuffle for my 2021 playlist,
Yeah.
I found this being looped more for some reason,
Oh,
some odd
okay.
reason. So my vote is that, but obviously I got washed.
It got outvoted, but I mean, it's good to still explain your reasoning. That way, you can give the track its light of day, its sunset. All right, but finale is 3-1. Girl in Red. So Girl in Red advances. Girl in Red, sorry, advances. Next up, we have Haley Williams, "No Use I Just Do," versus Lil Uzi Vert, "Demon High." Now, Kelsey, you can go first here, which I kind of figure where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Haley Williams with this one.
Yes.
Clarify.
I mean, he doesn't listen to like
We
Lil.
clarify, Anthony.
Okay, go ahead.
We don't just, and then we move on. We say why.
Go ahead, Kelsey. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember this song exactly. I'd probably have to play it again to remember which one this is exactly. But I remember looking at this and just either not liking it or being like it was okay. But I mean, if I'm going to compare these two, I'm definitely just going to go with Haley. So
Yeah. I guess spoilers, but Randall, you're up.
Shut the hell up.
I'm sorry.
Do you even have to ask?
Yes,
Me?
technically. We heard you're a huge Lil Uzi Vert fan. So,
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm going with Haley.
Okay, that's 2 on Haley.
Why?
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's
Willie,
the point.
Yes, Willie and
Willie.
Willie, really, Lily.
Willie?
I told you a pussycat.
Oh, it's really Haley Willie. That's pretty good.
That's stupid. Why, Randall? Hold on. Elaborate.
Yeah.
A, I don't like the song. B, I don't like the title. A, I don't like the
Oh,
song.
that's why he just saw Demon and just.
And
No.
just-
I mean, that was very off-putting initially, but then I went past that and I listened, and I was like, nah, this ain't my speed.
That's a great instrumental. I don't know if Randall's done, but
Nah, go ahead.
okay. Lil Uzi Vert song is a great instrumental, great energy. Like it's already in my workout playlist. Like I get in there, it helps. It gives me energy. I get hyped. Haley Williams again. It's about quality, like not quality. It's about the content, I guess, and execution on it. And love songs and stuff are harder to get right in a way where it's not cheesy or this doesn't feel genuine. Sometimes it's like, oh, he just released this pop romance song, whatever. Where Haley Williams seems a lot more like the entire project itself seems more personal, written in such a way. So not that no effort was made to make Demon High, but again, it's been an emo year for me, so I'm going with Haley's. Brian, to wrap this one up.
Another spoiler for both of these songs.
Oof, your children are fighting left and right, huh?
I'm gonna give pros for both, and I'm gonna say which one. So Haley Williams, this whole project is up there for me. This specific song that I put on here. I find songs that are usually more melancholic that sound similar like this to be more genuine, like Anthony said. Or he said it's harder to write love songs. I think love songs are easy as long as it's not a for radio love song. Then it's usually not believable.
Okay.
Things that sound like this to me, anything that sounds like singer-songwritery, like indie, you might find it on SoundCloud. Is for me, it's easier to sell me on. This meant something.
Yeah.
Right? This song, I don't know who she's talking about. I think I love them.
Oh shit.
Right? The way it's just like a darker, more like introspective song, and she's like, regardless of, I keep saying regardless when regardless means the same thing.
Yeah.
Regardless of
And you read it,
regardless of
Kelsey, I think.
the premise of the song would regardless of the situation or like his faults or whatever, she cannot help that she feels this way.
Yeah.
That was like, oof. Haley, I'm here if you need me. I can just DM me if you want. We can talk about this, right? The thing I like about Lil Uzi's song, one, out of like the newer age, like he's not really a trap rapper. He's not a mumble rapper either, but like the newer kind of like
Generation.
it's not even like drill. It's like the punk rap, the newer age like punk rap. Lil Uzi is very entertaining to me. Right? Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. I held him up in the same way. There's someone else that I'm forgetting right now, but that kind of sound I usually enjoy. This song specifically, I was not expecting. I just saw it on new release.
Yeah.
It brought like 70s or 80s kind of like that punky kind of feel, but with like 80s synthy sound to it. And then he put him on top of it. And then the breakdown to it when he goes more to like the more trappy kind of drums pattern. The whole thing's easy to listen to and very entertaining. To the point where I heard this song as the only song I heard all day. I looped it an entire day.
That's good. That's a good sign usually.
So both are great songs to me, at least. I would recommend both, even if you hate Lil Uzi or some reason you just don't like Demons, even though you like God of War. Some people like
that's
that.
weird, right?
I give it to Haley Williams. But that doesn't mean that Lil Uzi is bad. I think they're both high up there for me.
Yeah. So this first round of eliminations is getting rough. So I mean, Haley wins it with the 4-0, right?
Yeah. It's a 40.
A 40. Next on the list. This is a very easy one for me.
Same.
I think everyone had their turn to talk. I go first here again. Chief Keef The Talk versus 21 Pilots Mulberry Street. Now, Chief Keef for me is an energy musician. It's there for like he's saying some wild stuff on some crazy trap beat. It's there for I'm here to bench 315, right? Like I'm there for energy. And that for me that's where it ends. I don't listen to him casually. It's just not something when I hit shuffle, I'm just going to leave on if I'm like, background noise. That's that. 21 Pilots, I was introduced long ago by Janyana, actually. And they've had a very unique type of, I don't know, like alternative rock, I guess. Rap rock, because there's tracks where he'll swap in and do just a verse with like rapping. This new album came out. It's a mixture of a lot of pop tracks that you've heard before, mixed with again like a rap rock type of tracks, and then Mulberry Street comes on. And the instrumental alone is the reason why it's here for me. This is the one I put on there. It is such a catchy instrumental where as soon as you hear, you know what song it is. You already the energy shifts immediately. No, if you were pissed off, this starts coming on, you start getting lax. You bob in your head slowly. It is a very chill track. Again, Mulberry Street, easy chorus as well. Sing-alongs, whatever the case is. It's just solid. Yeah, I don't know if it's on the radio. If it's not, it should be, because this could definitely pick up speed. Everyone can enjoy it. So
I mean,
mine,
21 Pilots have been really good for a long time.
yes, I'm with you on that, because I've been following them since.
I don't even remember the name of the song from back then.
Car Radio, I think, was the one that I was introduced to.
Yeah, but name all 21 Pilots.
Oh, Abraham,
They're
the
all named
last.
Tim.
Oof, Brian, he just hit you with the Control Alt
Ham?
Tim.
Yeah, he got me. He knows.
He definitely he knows. My vote's going for Mulberry Street. Brian, go ahead. It's gonna be
I'm
like
next?
clockwise. Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing. All right, this plot or spoiler. I only put one of these songs.
Okay.
21 Pilots. I'll talk about that one first. I'm not a fan of the lyrics, and his performance are okay. I don't hate them. They're kind of just there. The instrumental is what I like. The thing is, and Ed, they can attest to this, every time this song comes on, the instrumental sounds so much like other songs that I love that I just start singing that song over this song.
Wow.
That being Frank Ocean's Super Rich Kids.
Oh, that's right.
Same, it hits the same way, similar. I don't know if the BPMs match up.
Nostalgia
but-
Ultra?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure that's the
No, sorry. It's in Channel Orange.
Channel Orange. There you go. I thought it was Nostalgia Orange. Nostalgia Ultra.
Yeah, so the instruments are solid, but if I want to hear this, I have songs that I would already go to that I love way more. That's not a knock to this. It just means that like it's okay for me.
Okay.
Chief Keef, right?
Your Lord.
My Lord and Savior Chief Keef.
Uh-huh.
I've been listening to him since I was still in like before college. Just it started as like a irony, or like I listened to him sarcastically.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this, right? The more I listen, the more like this is entertaining. The more I listen, I'm like, his music has a one. All right, one, people always give Lil Wayne the credit of like, oh, yo, punky kind of rap stuff and like sing rapping, and everything goes back to him. So they give him the most credit for the way things sound today. I also give him credit for that. Lil Uzi sounds like him. Young Thug sounds like him. Everyone that like sings in trap music, he can be accredited to the influence. Chief Keef, at the age of 16, wrote "Love Sosa," right? He is the reason like drill music, at least to me, anything that like the more aggressive traps like the 21 Savage and all that, I credit to him. He put drill music on the map. He put Chicago rap. The way his version of Chicago rap, I won't say like all Chicago. His version of Chicago rap, everybody was doing it. In UK, it sounds like Chief Keef. The UK drill stuff sounds like Chief Keef, to the point where he was actually featured on a song over there. But his impact, I mentioned like a joke. He literally pioneered a whole subgenre within rap. It's all about and it feels genuine, like Tito, like Kush said, he's the godfather of drill music. Biggie and Pac were precursors to Chief Keef. They're older than him, but they knew what was coming.
My chat basically, Tito in the chat was like, we wouldn't have Biggie and Pac if it wasn't for Chief Keef. Okay.
So it went from as a joke I listened to him to I actually hold him in high regards for how much of an impact he had. Right? This song, it does not change how I feel about Chief Keef. It's literally, if I want to hear something that gives me the stupidest amount of energy and then my hands become guns, Chief Keef will always hit that itch for violence, to listen to violence.
Okay.
So if between these two songs, this song, I've looped this at work. I put it lower, but I've listened to Chief Keef on loop.
I was about to say, how did you get away with that? Someone
like,
would walk in and be like, what are you doing?
In days where it's just like no one around me's in the office, they're doing something, I've blasted Chief Keef.
Ooh.
So my vote,
got my Glock out.
The long-winded version of this is I would go with Chief Keef.
Okay. Tito in the chat says he might as well remove Chief Keef now where he wins the whole bracket. I don't know about that.
I'm the only one that's probably gonna vote for Chief Keef.
I voted for Mulberry. So, Kelsey, you're up.
I don't really care for Chief Keef
Yeah,
and a lot of things. Like his he has one of those voices for me, depending on the song, that it just sounds like he's whining the whole time.
I can see that.
You know, like very very much like Lil Wayne. Like he just doesn't. It's not quite as bad as Lil Wayne's, but I really just don't. You know, like the beat was good, the lyrics were okay, but I just do not like Chief Keef and a lot of stuff. You know, I mean, the same thing like with I like him as like a backup singer or as like a featuring artist. I feel like he does for me does a lot better with that kind of thing. You know, very similar to like Kendrick Lamar. Like I like a lot more songs with Kendrick Lamar as like as a feature than I do a lot of his songs.
Okay. Did you happen to hear Family Ties? Just sneak peek for later.
Family Ties.
Yeah.
Let me see. I maybe not. Maybe I'll listen to that here in just a second.
Okay. I just.
Is that on the list?
It should be because no, I'm not gonna say anything. It's on the list.
All right. I'll try and find it and play it here in a second.
Is from that one hentai. What? All right. So I'm assuming you're voting for Mulberry.
Yeah.
Randall.
I also am a big fan of 21 Pilots.
Same.
You know, because like growing up with them and listening to them over the last several years, like has been pretty awesome. Maybe not growing up with them, but listening to them over the last decade or whatever.
Gotcha. Randall, to round us out here.
Mulberry.
That's 3-1 Mulberry. Chief Keef, I love the energy. You're still going to be playing in my garage. But I'll see you next time.
Hero, Love Sosa.
Love Sosa.
What was the one that you asked if I had listened to?
Family Ties.
Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, because you mentioned Kendrick Lamar, so I'm like, I wonder if he liked, you know.
You know, Tito said some real shit. He said Chief Keef actually helped start 21 Pilots.
I was there, actually. As a baby, I was there when it happened. My mom, I don't know what the hell my mom was doing there, but...
He's actually the oldest living being. He's 300.
That's insane. Moving on to the next thing here. Brian, you're going to start off with this one. It's Billie Eilish, NDA, from the Happier Than Ever album, versus Doja Cat, Woman, from Planet Her. Your thoughts?
So at first, these songs kind of have a parallel, and then the things I like about them swaps. So Billie Eilish, NDA, very Cynthia, and it's like, oh, what is this for the verses? I'm like, okay, this is all right. And then it gets to the verse or the chorus, shit goes off, right?
Oof, you don't gotta tell me.
But then it goes back to the verse, and it's still
it's the slower part.
I wish after the first chorus, it kept that energy, and then the next chorus is big. Like I wish
even bigger.
Instead of doing this, I wish it was like an escalatory experience. For that reason, I think I ended up taking it off my 2021 playlist. I'm like,
oh, really?
I don't want to wait until the chorus to go crazy. You know what I mean? It's a solid song. I just wish the chorus they matched that energy and went up afterwards. Doja Cat. Song starts with a verse. I'm having a strong affinity to dance hall-y, kind of like islandy music, right? So when the song starts, she had me. She's like, I was ready to just hit favorite.
Yep.
And just add it on my Wine Your Bumper playlist, your dancing playlist, whatever.
I was right there with you. Yep.
And then this time the chorus hits. I didn't skip the song, but I'm glad I didn't hit like and add it to a playlist, because then I'd have to go and take it out of the playlist. It's one of those things where, like, if you're gonna do a very repetitive chorus, you gotta do it right. The example I always give is Baby Keem Honest. He just says honest multiple times, but the way he says it and the way the song sounds, like the instrumental as he's saying it, I'm okay with it. Here, no. If I was whining my bumper and then I got to the chorus, I'm done. I'm just standing there.
Oh, okay.
So basically, this becomes if it's verse versus verse, Doja Cat wins. If it's chorus versus chorus,
NDA
Billie
wins.
Eilish wins. I think the chorus of Billie Eilish, if NDA carries it enough, that I go for that.
Okay, so you're voting NDA.
NDA.
Kelsey, you're next. It's 1-0 NDA.
You gotta do the chorus right, like Gucci Gang, if you're gonna repeat stuff.
That was a wrong sentence, right? You got to do the chorus like Gucci to do it right. No.
Yeah.
No. I gave Gucci Gang like 1 or 2 listens, and then I'm like, I'm done with this song
No, I
forever.
can't fucking stand that song. It's so bad. So I really like the beat to both songs. I feel like Billie Eilish's NDA is a little more chill, kind of relaxed. You know, just kind of sitting there, just
Just
kind of
bobbing.
not headbanging, but just bobbing.
Mhm.
And then Doja Cat like is very high energy, upbeat. With this song, I did not pay as much attention to the lyrics. So I'm gonna have to give this to Doja Cat just because I liked the beat between the two. I felt like both of her songs that are on here were really kind of slow
Mhm.
and just wasn't feeling it. So
That's fair.
Doja Cat's gonna be my pick.
Okay. Randall. As spoilers, Randall put this song, Doja Cat song on there.
Yeah, I went with Doja Cat.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but why do you do that?
Okay.
The Billie Eilish song was so I have this thing about songs that sound kind of melancholy or like I don't know how you would really explain it, but not upbeat.
Okay.
I'm okay with them if, and obviously this is just my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with them being like melancholy sounding if what they're talking about is very interesting. Like it's like it could be a story or an experience that someone's they know went through or maybe a personal experience that they went as long as the story that they're singing about or the subject that they're singing about is captivating enough for me to like be totally engulfed in what they're saying. And that song, I don't know, it just didn't do it for me in that sense. Like it was melancholy and it wasn't very interesting and then the chorus didn't like make me feel like, oh, maybe this song is better than what I think. Doja Cat is for the obvious reasons. It's the complete opposite of that song. And the first time I actually heard this song, I was watching a runway, model runway,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if it's kind of like cheating or whatever, but a lot of times when I listen to music, depending on what I'm doing at the time when I first hear it, it has an effect on how I feel about the song because I connect the two. So it makes the I don't know the emotion that I feel behind the song that much stronger because I have something to connect it with.
Horniness.
Um,
That's wild because I have a similar example for when it comes to my turn.
yeah. So it's and I hear you guys with the chorus thing. I don't know. For me, it was just different. Like I didn't feel that way. Um, for me, when I listen to the chorus, I can I feel like I can personally hear the different inflections in her voice, the way she says "woman," but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just in my head. Who knows? I mean, out of all of us, Brian is the actual professional engineer or whatever, musical engineer. So
I mean, this is
to
That's
just
me,
that's
this is
not.
opinionated. This
Yeah,
has
we're
nothing to
not
do
we're
with
not
it.
throwing degrees at everyone here,
well, I'm
right?
talking about as far as like if she's actually like changing the inflections in her voice when she
Probably.
says it.
It's just that she's saying the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. So I think maybe I'm concentrating more on, or maybe it just hit me more that like even though she's saying the same thing over and over, well she doesn't exactly say the same thing over and over, but she does say it like twice, and then she says it in a different way the third time. But yeah, man, I don't know. I really like that song because it's you know it's upbeat. It reminds me of fashion. So
Like Ashton, am I right?
and also too, I wouldn't. So a lot of times with these songs, especially when it's like female artists singing, as cheesy as this may sound, a lot of times when I listen to songs sung by female artists, I kind of envision having a woman say the things that they're saying to me. So not all songs, but some songs I think about that. I'm like, oh, that would be nice to hear from somebody that was like into me or whatever, or interested. So that's a little extra
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes here. Behind the
behind
curtain.
the scenes.
All right, my go here. That's where do we start here? So Billie Eilish NDA. So I heard the album before I saw the music video, right? So I heard the song. I'm like, oh, this is pretty solid. I like the chorus a lot because I love that weird distortion bass energy that it has. It sounds awesome. Because I heard it through my headphones. Cool, no problem. Then there was a weekend where I decided to take a plane to Cloud9. Now, when you're in the state, everything is like heightened into a different feeling. And I also recently got a new speaker set for my home theater, just 11 new receiver and 2 speakers just to start off. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there just in it, right? Flying through. Then this song comes up, the music video for this. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this music video. So let's get it going. Boom. Play it. That chorus, it not in that state doesn't hit any harder, right? And then there's also a level of like intensity because if you haven't seen the video, it's like a bunch of cars doing choreography around her as she's walking down the street. So there's multiple times where the cars come like super close to like just fucking hitting her, and in my head at that state, I'm like, she's dead, and all I keep like feeling is the distortion sounds, and it's an experience where I can't. Those 2 small sections outweighs Doja Cat song. Like I was with Brian with like when I started listening to this album, I think this is the first track on it.
No.
Is it not? Woman?
With which Woman? Oh, I don't know.
I think Woman is the
thinking
first track, and I'm like, if this is the tone she's setting, this is gonna be a fire. Granted, it is a fire album. There's a lot of great singles on there. But when that started, I'm like, this is gonna be great. And then that chorus hit, and it's still great, but it's just like I could do without it. But for the NDA stuff, like
first song, yeah.
It is, right? Yeah, I figured. Because I remember that experience. I'm like, wait a second. This is how this album's going to start? Oh, I'm in for a ride. Anywho. So what was I saying? NDA. When it comes down to throughout the year, because I think both these albums came out earlier in the year, there's more of a chance for me to keep listening to NDA and more of a chance of me hitting skip on Woman when it comes on. When it hits the chorus, like there's points where I'm like, I hits the chorus, and I'm like, got it, and I'll hit next from my 2021 like songs that I liked. But when NDA comes on, I'm like, I'm letting that play, right? So, as I figured it was gonna happen, this is gonna be our first tie. I tried to put in a poll, but one person voted, and I think it was Brian.
Yeah, I voted. It popped up, and I immediately just clicked it because it popped up.
Yeah, so we'll flip a coin here because it's a 2 for each. Oh, thank goodness it shows it. I was gonna say, hopefully it shows it. So, yeah, only one person did. Let's do heads, NDA, tails, Woman.
Sure.
All
5
right.
coins.
5 coins. Flip.
Okay.
Heads wins it. Is that heads? Yeah, that's heads.
Yeah. Let's get it, dude.
We're moving on with NDA. Next up. Okay, disclosure here. So it is Frozen, right? By Circle Bob, Randall.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going up. Go ahead, Kelsey.
That's good because that's the one I listened to.
Yeah, it was just when I was setting up all these pictures and images here that we're seeing on the bracket fights, I had to go look throughout, get album arts, make sure I had all the information correct, and I got to that song and I'm like, where is this? And I just had an issue finding it, so that's why it's just question marks, because finding info on it was weird. I don't know why. From the web, because it's still on Apple Music, but when I checked. Anywho, don't worry about that.
Spotify, bro.
Yeah, I checked Spotify. Not like the things that were coming up weren't that song that from the YouTube link. So I'm like, I don't know, or we're just moving on. The YouTube link is already supplied. You guys can listen to that. So yeah, Frozen by Circle Bob versus Olivia Rodrigo Happier from Sour. Who started off? I think Brian started off last time from the between.
I think it's my turn.
Go for it.
So Olivia's got a very pretty voice. The song was great. It's very, very slow.
Yes.
Circle Bob's Frozen was, upbeat, and you just like you're vibing with it. So I'm gonna have to give it to Circle Bob.
Alrighty. Randall.
Yeah, I picked Circle Bob as well. I mean, I'm the one who put it on there, so.
Right. So before Brian goes into his Jimmy Fallon stance, clarify. Too late. He already got into the Jimmy Fallon stance.
Okay, cool. Nah, I don't know, man. I vibe more with that song. That's like a multi-purpose song for me. The other one it wasn't bad. It was just that I like Circle Bob better because I can see myself listening to that way more, doing multiple things, like either driving at night, like
Ooh, I specifically at night.
because I have a
Ooh.
playlist called Night Rider.
Ooh, yeah, you do.
It's like certain music I feel should be played when you're driving at night.
Oh,
It's
driving.
kind of like
Okay.
it's kind of like how like Brian always talks about like there's certain songs that
Motorcycle
makes him
music.
think about having a conversation with some girl, and then he's like, oh, so it's over. Then I guess it's over, and then
You're talking about motorcycle music.
Yeah, he's trying to talk about motorcycle music.
okay, so just like he has motorcycle music, I have Night Rider music. So, and Frozen is definitely a Night Rider music.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, looking back into Brian's eyes real quick, we're gonna have to go into another fucking another flip. The first time I heard the Circle Bob song was as a TikTok coming on. They were showing off some art pieces. I don't know if that makes any sense. In TikTok, if no one's used it, they usually overplay music, and that's linked in their database, so you can find other videos and stuff that are used with that song. With that song, they used it for a lot of like drawings or like creative stuff. Oh, like look what I can make, and it's like a time lapse video with that song playing, and I'm like, okay, cool. Solid track. I enjoy the sample they use. I think it's a remix or something, but it doesn't seem like it's listed as that. Solid. Olivia Rodrigo has literally destroyed this year for me because it came out early, and that's multiple tracks that I've been hearing on repeat. Happier is definitely one of the big ones because it is a slower one, written really well. Performance is great. The transition to I think it's this song. The third verse gets that like loud ooh change, I think it is. I don't know.
Like the background, like the
It like swells up, yeah. All of it orchestrated really well. It's gonna be an easy one for me for Olivia Rodrigo in this bracket, so it's gonna be that for me. Brian, you're up here.
This is without a doubt the freest choice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with Circle Bob. I heard it the first time today.
Oh, okay.
I skipped it. It's the same loop for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's the same
and like
sample.
The loop itself is like, I got it already, right? Is it bad? No, it's just like I got it and I got tired of it, so I moved on. Just not for me. Olivia Rodrigo, Happier. This is like, if we were still doing it the old way for the podcast, this would be by itself. This song by itself is better than some of the albums I heard.
Right. Okay.
The storytelling in this and her performance of her singing this she sells it so well.
Yes.
I swear, I'm like, it's as if she was telling me the story.
And that goes with the rest of the album,
what she's
too.
saying, yeah, most of the album is such of like a look in, as if you're one of her friends. It feels like like you're the other dude, or she's telling you about it. It just makes sense. Like anyone who's gone through a breakup or anything like that, you either one, you say fuck off. I hope you die, right? That's one way.
Whoa.
Or the
Allegedly.
high road is the high road is like I am happy for them, but I think like this is still an underlying thought in your head. Everything about this song, the way it's slow, where it's kind of more ballady, it does like triplets, the doo, 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 to the build up to when it's just her doing background vocals and she's kind of like doing a choir kind of thing.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Oh, chef's kiss.
It's gonna actually trigger me if this loses in the Buffalo Nickel.
Well, you better believe
I think this is a blowout, and I think this is the only one where I'm offended because I feel like people weren't actually listening to what was said or like taking into account. I feel like people heard this in the background. That's the only way I think people did not vote for this.
Tito in the chat says Olivia Rodrigo is the chief Keef of her genre.
All I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
She's probably one of the few artists on here I would have chose over Chief Keef.
Oh wow. I mean, I would have chosen her over Chief Keef easily, but that's, you know,
it's because you're not woke.
That happens. There's a lot of us that aren't woke. So
your Glock eye wasn't open.
I see. Well, that's two. Go ahead.
I have to agree, like with him about like listening to the lyrics and things. Like I listen to the song, but like most songs, I don't like. I'm definitely not as inclined as you are to like pay attention to a lot of the nuances that things have. You know, for me, a lot of music is like, what mood am I in? You know, whether it's like listening to oldies or listening to like fast, upbeat things. I'm not really in a lot of moods where I'm listening to a lot of like slower, you know, like love songs or just life songs in general type thing. You know, I like the faster paced what's up?
What?
Tito wrote, if she loses, sleep with one eye open.
Yeah. It's gonna be up to chance. So,
you know, like I said, I mean, like I really liked her song. I thought it was great. I thought it was really well done. She's got a very pretty voice, and the lyrics were okay from what I remember. But I chose Circle Bob simply from the beat, you know, and the mood that I'm in, which is I don't really listen to like very slow paced songs about regardless of what it's about.
That's fair.
It's understandable. I'm just saying there's passion behind my answer.
I was really waiting for him. It's understandable. You're wrong, but you know it's okay.
No, it's gonna be up to chance. It's 2-2, and we're gonna leave it up for the Buffalo Nickel.
Let's see if my streak goes. Let's see if CEO wasn't the end for Happy Bryant.
Oh. All right. We have
tails. Happier's tails.
Happier's tails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if it's tails, it's happier, and then if it's heads, it's Circle Bob, and flip it. It's tails.
Oh shit!
It's fine. Let's fucking go.
Hey Brian, real quick, can you pick 5 of your favorite numbers between 1 and 70, and then just a 6th favorite number between 1 and 36?
You also to pick lotto numbers, Anthony.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? He threw me off there. All right. Thank Chief Keef was in the chat. All right. Moving on. Lil Nas X, Sun Goes Down, from the Montero album. Isaiah Rashad, Claymore, from the House is Burning album. Who we going with first here? I think Randall's going up.
Randall's first, yeah.
It's Randall's turn.
Yes, sir.
It's Randall's turn.
It's Randall's turn.
I went with Claymore.
Nice.
Elaborate.
Yeah, Randall stays. I think he's doing it on purpose so he can see you flip over to the Fallon background. Go ahead.
I don't like Lil Nas X.
Okay. Him as a person, his music. What are we doing?
Well, I don't know him as a person, so I can't say that.
Okay.
I just don't like the music. So
Okay,
more kind of one by default, even though it's a good song.
Gotcha. All right. For me as well, Sun Goes Down is a really nice change of pace for me because when I heard Lil Nas X, it was always the hype pop songs that he's always on. So this one's like the nice slower pace, not slower, medium pace. I don't know, right? Like it's not slow because it's like a guitar on, I think some drums too, but it's like a more introspective type of song about his upbringing and things like that. But the first, since this was nominated, I didn't get to hear Isaiah Rashad's album, so I was just literally in Battlefield listening to the music with like barely hearing it, the Battlefield song, and then the Claymore came on, and that blew it out of the water. Claymore's a solid track. I gotta go listen to the rest of this album. I've heard Isaiah Rashad and features before, so I never heard a body of his work, but Claymore is really good. The instrumental is really awesome. And he rides the rides. He flows on the instrumental really well, and then also about pronunciation. I guess everything comes out clear.
Cadence.
The cadence was clear. The mixing was clear. Like there was no mumbling. Like he knew what he wrote. He was performing it correctly. Like for me, Claymore easy. Brian, you're up.
Spoiler, I put both of the songs.
Okay.
Lil Nas X, I listened to casually. I didn't listen to the whole album. I don't remember if he had an album before this, like a whole body. I heard.
I think he dropped a bunch of singles, and then this is his first one, but I'm not entirely sure.
The Horses in the Back song, and I genuinely like that song because it's entertaining.
Same. I have that on my library, so.
The song that came out this year with Jack Harlow, I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't hate it, but it's just not for me.
Industry baby.
This song gave me It's been a long without you, my friend.
Oh,
the Wiz Khalifa song. This gave me similar vibes.
Okay.
But what I really liked about this song is one, it's kind of like a more chill. It's not really melancholic, but shit got real with this song. Like it's kind of like a letter.
Mm-hmm.
To I think he's talking to like his past self, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part of it.
Yeah.
What I liked about this song is essentially him. It's about him coming to terms with like
who he
him
is.
Who he is, yeah. And the instrumental's gorgeous. What he's saying is gorgeous, and I think he's a good performer overall. So I surprised. It was refreshing hearing him able to do this, not just make, like Anthony said, like more upbeat or
like pop
joke songs,
stuff, yeah.
like a rodeo. That's the name of the song, right?
Got a horses in the back.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called, but I definitely have that on.
It's
there.
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. Thank you.
I don't like the remix.
That's where Billy Ray Cyrus got his start.
Yeah, that's where he started. That was his first track. Do you know do you know the cringe that comes when I read statements like that? That's not the first song that people have done that to.
They did that with Paul McCartney in that 4 or 5 second song. Kanye and Rihanna. They're like, oh, good for him for putting on Paul McCartney.
And the other one was Post Malone with oh my god, the rocker that eats bats.
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne.
With Ozzy, he has a feature with Ozzy, and people were like, "Yo, Ozzy's cool." Like, oh, his first track. I'm like, learn your fucking history.
When Glee was a thing, and they were doing, I think it was Glee or maybe High School Musical, one of those two, and then people were watching that, and then they started hearing like, Free Bird and all that other shit on the radio, and they were like, "Man, they need to stop copying Glee." And it was like, I will hit you right now.
Yeah. I will show you discipline. Oh man!
So props to Lil Nas X. I really like this song. Isaiah Rashad. Now this whole album, The House Is Burning, up until this album came out, it was like all the dudes releasing projects. I'm like, this is whatever. The girls got it. The emo song. The girls got it
this year. That's what I was going through too.
This whole album, chef's kiss, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of songs that it made it kind of hard to pick. Like just one.
Yeah.
But Claymore, off ripped instrumental, I love.
Yes.
Isaiah Rashad's verse, I love. Smino went off. I don't know why he went so hard on someone else's album. Like he didn't have to do that. But his verse, I absolutely love.
Mm-hmm.
Both songs are great. Isaiah Rashad's album and this song is
fire,
amazing. So I'm going with Claymore.
All right, Kelsey, you making this a 4-0 or?
So I really like Lil Nas X.
Okay.
But listening to Claymore, all I can think of is like watching Bryant dance, and like just hitting it, like you're kind of just sitting there, and then some of the lyrics you're like, ooh, yeah, and just kind of just going in, and I really enjoyed Claymore, so I'm gonna have to give it up to Claymore.
All right, 4-0 Claymore. We're moving on.
I recommend the album to whoever hasn't listened to it.
Now we're moving on to this. Fred again. Billy in Loving Arms. Actual Life 2. Slow Tie. Tie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Canceled. from the Tyrone album.
That's his name, by the way. His album name.
Oh, okay. His name is Tyron or Tyrone.
I think it's Tyron.
Okay,
So the Ty in his name, I think, is like his nickname for Tyron.
gotcha. I think it's me first this time.
Yeah, because Randall went first.
So I didn't know this was the track because I've heard Frederick Billy Loving Arms all over the internet. I didn't know this was the track. It's a very like it's similar to the Circles Bob, where it's like the same instrument, like it's a dance song. I don't even know if there's any verses in between. Like it's literally just the sample reuse, right?
There's breaks in the song where, like, when you hear the loving arms for him, he says it. I consider that the chorus.
Oh, okay.
But
Either
then
way.
there's other samples used vocally. Yeah.
This is where starts getting rough for me because I'm not huge on European hip hop. I don't know I forgot what it was actually. There's a term for it. What is it called over there?
It's called a UK rap.
UK rap. But I enjoyed the Cancelled song mostly because the chorus by Skepta, I think he carried that chorus. It was awesome. But this dance track was one of those. I'm here literally just shooting bots in Battlefield, and I'm like, we're not doing this. I might have to reset this one. There's some tracks that we have on our YouTube playlist for this where I thought of just restarting the song. This is one of them. I really enjoyed Billy Loving Arms, but I also really like the energy for Cancelled because, again, it's just hype energy. I don't want to say gangster rap. It's UK rap, but it's just there's another energy with that. Like there's dance energy, and then there's just like hip hop. We're here to like smoke you out kind of thing, right? Oh shit, Brian just ran into traffic. He had enough of this discussion, so he's like, I just want Chief Keef to win. He didn't. I'm out. Whoa, shit. All right. For my vote though, I'm gonna have to go with Slow Tie on this because I like before the Fred again. Billy, what is it? Loving. It's the name throws me off. There's like, it's because Fred again, Billy Loving. There's too many names, right?
I'll give you context for the names and stuff after.
Okay. Either way, that's a very solid dance track, right? But again, it's just a dance track I've heard that before, right? Like, not in a bad way where it's like, okay, this is dope. Like I would have this playing in the background, whatever the case is. But Slow Tie Cancelled brings a different energy. And I just like that. Go ahead, Run.
Oh, it's me, yeah. Another spoiler for both of these.
I think my side is on the right hand side.
Probably. I'll start with the Slow Tie.
Okay.
Thanks to my roguelike YouTube recommendations, it recommended a song with him and A$AP Rocky, which is also on this album, called Massa.
Okay.
Absolutely love it. It's a fun song. And I was like, oh, he's British, so obviously, it was I think in the middle of me watching Fleabag and Ted. It was just a bunch of shit happening.
Yeah.
That I felt like I was a UK man.
Yeah, we did have that like back-to-back spree of we had Peaky Blinders, then Fleabag, and then into Ted Lasso, and then we also had like you were listening to more and more UK rap, so you were sharing those.
More of that, The Gentleman as well. We saw because this was pretty early released, I think. I didn't know much about him, but that was my gateway to him. I listened to his album, and I was pleasantly surprised. A song like Massa, which is like somebody just playing in the back, it's an energy song, and then Cancelled was the next single, I think, and absolutely love it. Skepta carries it, but Slow Tie's verse is really good. I like when the beat drops and he says, "They say I do magic like Harry Potter." I'm like, tell him right?
All the magics, right?
But then Skepta's verse went off as well. The instrument, everything about it. I feel like the song was like, as a complaint, a nitpick, is too short. But I'd rather have a song too short that I want to loop than overstay the welcome.
Yeah, I'm there with you on that. I don't think it was too short. I think it was like a nice sweet spot.
It's not enough of a complaint to like, no, the song's ass. I think I love the song.
Mm-hmm.
His whole album, it's refreshing. I think I grew out of a lot of songs I like unhearted, but overall it's solid, and he has some depth to him. He starts talking about like mental health and stuff like that, and like friends and things like that.
Yeah.
This song I love. The album is so if you haven't given him a chance as like an artist, I would recommend it. Fred again. So the naming style for his songs, he samples and makes songs based off of what he records from phone calls, whoever's around him when he's just sitting there working on music or things like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
Billy, I think, is the person he sampled. I think he was on a Skype call or something. And in the parentheses is essentially what the song name is.
Okay.
Um, he released an album that's just essentially that process for a whole year, and then the name of the album is like
It's
My
right there.
Life Within. Yeah,
Actual life.
yeah.
This is the sequel to it.
This song gives me vibes from which a song I can't find on Spotify to Everybody's Free, which was in the Ventures, I think Venture Bros season 2, season 3 starter.
Yeah.
That song has no business going that hard.
Yeah.
Just
Everybody's
give me
Free
those
by
vibes.
Aqua Gen, I think it was.
This song, when this plays, I imagine I'm on like a bus looking out, and it's like rainy, and all of a sudden someone in like a bright coat walks by and they're smiling and shit. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
Oh.
And people look at the smiling person, and then their shirt starts glowing, and then they're happy, and then the rain goes away, and then I run out of the bus and I join them, and we're doing a flash mob while the song's playing. That's what I picture. That's what I picture.
I think they got their music video, right? Like,
Can't
this
go wrong
song-
with a flash mob.
yeah.
it's so weird. Normally, like my first thought of EDM is just slapping synth, like heavy bass, and then like technical aspects to it. Making EDM correctly is, at least on a technical side, is really hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually what I pay attention to. Somehow he brought like genuine feeling into the song
Mm-hmm.
with the sample, and then it that shit just slapping. I love this song. If it comes down to the two, I choose Fred again. But both are good songs. I think you guys should listen to the albums themselves as well.
So slow tie.
No, Fred again.
Fred again. We were 1-1. Kelsey.
I'm going with Fred again.
Okay. Randall. Hold on, he has to wake
Yeah,
up.
same. Same.
Oh, Fred again. All right. Ow! I don't know
No
if
one
the mic
explained
picked that.
why.
Yeah, I was gonna say, everyone just. Do you guys care to explain? Or are you just gonna yay, nay, and we're moving on? What's going on?
Are you waiting for this?
For me, I'm gonna take a page out of Brian's book and say, neither of these songs are for me. So
Uh-huh.
I just picked the one that I just wasn't feeling the least.
The lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
Yeah, slow tie. Like, it was interesting. It wasn't a bad song, but just wasn't
Well,
feeling it.
doesn't hook you, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's fair. So Fred again moves on. Boom. Next up, we have John Mayer, New Light from
It's another
Sabrock.
rigged one.
It's not rigged, Ryan. These were all randomly put up against each other. I didn't hand select them. Versus Sway Lee in the Dark. Okay, so back. I think Brian starts, actually. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do I?
Yeah, I think I started the
Okay.
the
So
Fred again one.
Brian starts.
I didn't put these songs, but both of these are in my 2021 playlist.
Yeah.
I'm starting talking about Sway Lee in the Dark, which is in the Shang-Chi. I don't know how to
Shang-Chi.
pronounce it correctly. Randall, you know how to pronounce it, right? How do you say it?
Shang-Chi.
That movie. I think Sway Lee is a cheat code that if you put him on it for whatever reason, if he's in a soundtrack, he goes way harder than necessary, and
Yeah.
it's just like it's gonna get looped, and the song's gonna slap if you put him on there. Prime example, Sunflower. I think he bodies Post Malone, but both of them do such a good job that's saying a lot, right?
Yeah.
So then I saw Sway Lee in another soundtrack. I'm like, all right, I'll listen to it. And Janae Aiko, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
He's consistent. This song is way too good for no reason, and I'm offended at how talented he is. All right, great song. If you haven't heard it, I recommend listening to it. John Mayer. This song came out years ago, but he released this album finally, Sob Rock. I listened to it because the album name's funny.
Uh-huh.
Great album as well. I recommend it. This song is a cheat code. I don't
Yep.
know everything about it. Even I
It-
guess like you guys were saying before, you were watching something and it kind of impacted the way you took the song in.
Yeah.
The first time I heard it was watching the video,
Yeah.
and the video is so stupid, but it's fun.
If you haven't
And
seen the
this
video for New Light, go do yourself a favor and after this podcast, go watch it.
this song is like the instrumental is so like upbeat.
Yep.
It's like hope inspired, and like the story he's saying and the lyrics also is like it's relatable. It feels genuine.
Mm-hmm.
He said pushing 40 in the friend zone. Just give him a chance to see him a different way.
Yep.
And then he just goes off and then guitar solo because he's half guitar at this point, right?
I think so. Yeah. In his
This
blood,
is,
that's
I
guitar
think, on
DNA
this
strands.
side, on this side, this is the hardest for me to pick. But Gun to Black Dahlia, I'm gonna have to go with New Light.
Okay.
What did you pick, Anthony?
You
Did I
started.
You were
start?
first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn, this man's wild right now. We haven't gotten to Publix yet, Brian. Yeah, we shit. All right, Kelsey, you're up.
Well, I mean, first of all, nobody likes John Mayer. Second,
Is that true?
no,
Oh, I'm like, what?
no. There's a bunch of songs by John Mayer that I like. I really liked Sway Lee in the Dark. Like I
Mhm.
thought, you know, Jean, Jenny, however you friggin' pronounce her name, I
I
really like her.
Yeah, I think it's
And then,
Janae Aiko, but I don't know.
and then forget the other guy, who's the male singer in
Sway
there.
Lee.
Lee.
Sway. Oh, it's Sway. Okay. He does a phenomenal job, with the performance of that song. I
Mhm.
really enjoyed the duet between the two of them. I think it was just a very well done song, so I'm gonna have to give it up to that one.
All right, Randall.
This is for me. This is when things started to really get tough because
You like both?
I actually really like both of these songs.
Oof. Yeah.
And John Mayer is it's kind of difficult not to like his music. It's almost like manipulative in a way
What you say?
because it's like
What?
even if you didn't want to like his music, once you hear it, you have to like it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The Sway Lee song was the first time I've ever heard it.
You heard it in the movie.
I don't remember it, to be honest.
Oh, okay. That's wild. Okay.
But it reminds me of it's kind of like I can't give it the official approval of Night Rider music, but it's definitely like nightclub-ish,
Yeah, it definitely is. I can see that.
which I like that vibe.
Mhm.
So it was even though these two songs give you two different vibes, two different feelings, they both give me feelings that I like
Okay.
for each like setting.
Hard enough.
So it was really difficult, but I was like, again, I feel like John Mayer is very manipulative, so I felt like I had to choose him, so I chose John Mayer.
Okay. Kelsey looks so fucking disappointed when you said that. I'm
Wait,
here.
who did Kelsey choose?
He voted for
Sway Lee?
Sway Lee, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
I
here.
mean, you cannot vote against John Mayer. Like that's
You
forbidden.
can.
I
I'm
just
sure it's
did.
written
Yeah.
somewhere.
You think he think his lawyers are gonna go after Kelsey after this?
No, something very bad is going to happen in Kelsey's
Whoa!
life.
Don't
When
do
he's
that.
on the ground in pain, he's
Uh-huh.
going to look up at somebody standing in front of him, and he's going to ask why, and the person's going to say, "You know why."
And the first thing that Kelsey's gonna think of is him voting against John Mayer.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be
This is
death
going to
via
be John
guitar.
Mayer that says it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Gotcha. All right. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and disappoint Kelsey again. It was an easy pick for me. I really enjoy Sway Lee in the Dark. That's another one that I hear almost every other day in the gym, because it just has the energy. It has upbeat energy. Its chorus is super catchy. Sway Lee is definitely a cheat code because both times he in a Marvel soundtrack he popped off. So, well, I guess Sony / Marvel for Into the Spider-Verse, but he came back and did it again. New Light though, we found a loophole to get it in here because, I mean, like Brian said, it came out years ago and that shit slapped. Still slapped to this day. And then when I saw the track listing for this album and I saw it in there, I'm like, easy. My way of giving this this one track that I heard years ago is It's due.
That's also the loophole to get Givian's songs in here.
Oh, that's true. But for me, it's going to be an easy vote for New Light. That song I can listen to on repeat, no problem. I think that's 3-1. It's New Light, right?
Mm-hmm.
New Light moves on
Fuck is wrong with you guys?
a lot.
Oh,
Kelsey, you're up. Dave East, Red Fox Restaurant versus Tyler the Creator, Wilshire.
If I remember these two, they're fairly similar style wise.
No, Tyler's is a lot slower. Like it's him not talking to the mic, but he's like
it's a story.
it's a story type of track.
Okay. Um, I think it kind of comes down to lyrics in these two for me.
Okay.
Or I don't know. I I enjoyed both of these.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I could. I mean, if I really had to choose, probably go with Dave East.
Okay.
I really just enjoyed the flow of the song, and I feel like it had a little more up and down versus Tyler's, which was kind of pretty flat all the way across. But again, that's if I'm remembering these two correctly.
That's fair. All right. So one Dave East. Randall, what you got?
I went with Wilshire. I know about Dave East. I actually like one of his songs that he did with Fab called I think it's called Leveling Up.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with him. I kind of like his music. He has a very like up north like rap style. I picked Tyler. Tyler. I picked Tyler because it was more. He reminds me of what's his name?
Tyler?
Yeah. What is his name?
Give us a hint.
Yeah, give us some sort of like.
I'm
Right.
trying to think. He was in
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
he was in man, I can't even think of the name of the movie now.
Oh my God. Well, then you have to move. We're gonna have to move on here.
And it's a
Oh
dude.
my God, it's killing me.
And he's in
Softly?
movies.
All right, so you remember the Italian Job?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's a wild segue.
What
Sure.
was his name? The one musical artist in the group.
Tyrese?
I said the Italian Job, not Fast and the Furious.
Oh, my bad.
I gotta remember who's in it.
Yeah, I don't remember
What is his name? Anyway, he reminds me of that artist. At least on this song anyway. So is
Most Def.
Most
yeah,
Def.
Mos
Yeah.
Def.
Tyler reminds you of Most Def?
Yeah. If you listen to like a lot of Mos Def songs, like his mute, the beat and the way he raps is similar to this particular track.
Okay, I'd have to
Because
go.
it's very mellow and smooth, which this track is like.
Okay.
You don't think so, Brian?
I don't see the resemblance.
I don't. I'd have to hear. It's been a while since I listened to a Most Def.
Well, yeah, like go
Mos Def
listen
track.
to Mos Def. That's how like his vibe is very like it's not high energy.
Okay.
It's very
He has
mellow.
high energy songs.
Not compared to like Busta Rhymes or who's the other dude that you say you listen to, Anthony, just recently, and that's in this thing that you say you listen to that when you lift weights. There's somebody that's in this thing that we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Somebody that you just mentioned. You said you only listen to him when you lift weights because he's high.
Chief Keef.
Yeah, he's not like that.
Well,
Like
it's just
when you talk about high energy, like you put Chief Keef and you put like Busta Rhymes or somebody like that in a similar category because they're really energetic.
But
Like
just
Mos
so
Def is nothing.
if I'm a quick driver and you drive faster than me, it doesn't make me a slow driver.
No,
What?
I'm not. That's true, but when people say high energy rapper, they're not going to say Mos Def.
That's true.
He's not the first person that's going to pop up in their head, is what I'm saying. But anyway, to me,
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. He's not the first person I think of.
You
so,
think?
yeah, I picked
Wilshire.
Wilshire.
Okay. My go then. I actually have a surprise pick. I thought I was gonna go with Wilshire when I saw the list, and then I heard Red Fox Restaurant. Uh, and it's classic hip hop, solid instrumental, crazy energy with the not crazy energy. It's just that macho mentality, type of like wordplay, a flow, not performance, delivery is the word I'm looking for. Where I'm listening to it, I'm like, I'm in it. Let's go. Both the features were good. Red Fox Restaurant's a solid track. Where Wilshire's, I heard, and I guess with the thing with that track is I'm comparing it to, or I'm including the album, and the album I grew almost entirely grew out of. Like when it first came out, I'm like, oh, I'm done. This is it. Then I started coming back up and up because I listened to like a playlist where I keep all the ones I like for the year, and those tracks keep coming up, and I'm like, I'm not liking this anymore. Like it just more one by one they started all getting away from my yearly fave. So Wilshire is definitely a solid track. I enjoy the storytelling, but I'm going with Red Fox on this, which is I think now 2-1, or is it 2-2? Was that the last one?
No, I'm the last one.
Okay, go for it.
Spoiler for both of these songs.
Oh, okay.
I'm a real big fan of storytelling and music.
Yeah.
One of my favorite rappers is actually Slick Rick, and one of my favorite albums is Children's Story. A lot of it is like he's taking you somewhere. He's telling you a whole story.
I gotta
And-
show you something.
Yeah, he's like, come here, I gotta show you something.
Uh-huh.
And it's cool to me that you can actually have someone sit there as if they're listening to an audiobook.
Yeah.
With music playing in the back, as essentially give your story a soundtrack all in one, and that thing is very impressive. That's why one of the only songs that I still love from Eminem is Stan.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best storytelling things in I guess in its genre. Only nitpick is I hate the fucking pencil sound.
Oh, same. That's
But the good thing about that song is when he's doing the last verse, no more pencil because he's recording it.
yeah,
So if you go back and listen, no more pencil.
because he's literally in the car driving. Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing I love this song Wilshire because again it's storytelling. Is the rapping of highest level? Not really, but when you're just trying to make a narrative or something, I can overlook that. Is the instrumental the craziest? No, but when you're telling a story, you're not gonna put fucking dubstep behind it or something like that. You just need like a story bed essentially, like a song bed. Sorry. So I really like this song. The thing about it is, the more you listen to this, I never fell out of it. It's still one of my favorite songs, but there's less impact behind it because it's just the same story over and over again, right?
Yeah.
Davies, his whole album I like. Hoffa, solid album. If you like this song, you'll probably like the whole album. I'm a casual Currency fan, just the person that was featuring this song. I like him as a rapper, but I don't go and seek his music. But I know that I enjoy him.
Uh-huh.
Right. I don't know if they changed the mix, or maybe the first time I heard it differently. But he used to be hilariously quiet in the song. That was my biggest complaint because I love his verse.
Mm-hmm.
Like the instrumental where if it's like nighttime driving music or just you're in your room by yourself and it's raining. Rain is involved and
Okay.
it's nighttime. Whatever you do in the rain when it's nighttime, it's on you. But this will probably fit.
I probably hang with my dogs.
I love the instrumental. I love Davies' delivery and his cadence. He's a good rapper. He's talking diamonds, which is also on this album.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's from this album? Okay.
Yeah. I love both songs. Again, I put them both on here, but Davies is easier for me to loop. Whereas
Okay.
I can hear Wilshire. Let's say if I go to the place and I start the place again and it plays, I'm probably gonna skip it. There's a cooldown to Wilshire. Whereas Red Fox Restaurant, I could loop. So I'm going with that.
Okay. So it's 3-1 Red Fox Restaurant. We're moving on. And we get
I
our...
should probably shorten my explanation, shouldn't I? Because we still have a whole other side.
Yeah, we sure do.
Okay, I'll shut the hell up.
We don't have to shut up. It just, compress is all. Next up, we have Girl in Red. The
Mm.
song is called Period. From the If I Could Make It Go Quiet album. And we got Lana Del Rey, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. From that's the title track of the album. So, album's Chemtrails Over the Country Club. All right. I think
I just realized that we still have that whole other side. He's like, we still have that whole other side, and then I just realized that we haven't even finished
this side.
the
Yeah.
second voting
Mhm.
section of the
I'll keep it
left
shorter.
of the west side. There's no way we're gonna finish this in an hour.
Yeah.
I'll keep it
That's-
shorter. I'll keep it
We just
shorter.
got to keep it. Hey, why? All right, cool. We keep it moving. Yeah, those are the options. I forgot who went first last time. I think it was Kelsey. Right?
Yeah, I was the one that went first last time.
Randall, you're up.
I picked Lana Del Rey.
Oh, okay. Why?
I love her voice. This was another difficult choice for me because I really like the period song a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me like another litany vibe.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like Lana's voice is so unique. I don't think I've heard anyone who sounds like her except for maybe like early Madonna.
Okay.
But yeah, I went with Lana.
That's fair. All right. I'm gonna have to second that as well. I love Girl in Red. Period is just not one of my go-to tracks for the album. For Lana's sake, this is the one track I listened to on that album. The rest I either didn't like, or I thought it was okay, or I really liked it when it first came out, and then I fell out. And this is the one song that stayed on my yearly faves. So I'm also going Lana on this. Brian, you're up.
I like Lana's song a lot.
Mhm.
It's definitely loopable. I like how her voice sounds very ethereal in all her music. It's her being a good singer on top of her vocal effects. The
Mhm.
reverb on her, the long reverb. She sounds very like 60s or 50s bluesy singer, but like today's age, and her whole shit going on. It's a really nice sound that she has for herself. No one else sounds like that today.
Yep.
Girl in Red. This is my favorite song of the album.
Okay. Spoilers, you
That
put that
being
on there?
spoilers, I put this on here.
Got it.
This is another, I guess, like Randall said, this is a driving song, or I have a playlist where it's just like you shut the world. That's called Lights Off. Where you're just in your room by yourself. You have some lights, or you have some kind of beverage or whatever you prefer, and you just on your bed and you listen to this. This fits in that way for me.
Okay.
I don't want to gush. I'm gonna cut it right there before there's another 20 minutes. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Girl in Red.
Okay. Kelsey?
This was kind of a tough choice for me because I really like Lana's. That was a really good way to put it, like the ethereal voice that she has
Mm-hmm.
in all of her songs. But this one is a little bit slower than I like.
Yeah.
Girl in Red is you know,
Got it.
whoever, I don't know who sings it. I've never heard of this group or band or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
It's just her.
She has a very, very beautiful voice. I like how it's kind of faster paced. I have to try and like toss a coin in my head.
You don't have to. You pick what you like, and then if it's a tie, we'll flip the coin.
What's the score right now?
You don't got to know that. If you don't know it, you don't know it. You don't have to know it. If you don't remember, that's fine. You got to pick with your heart, and if we have to flip it, we
So
flip.
what's your answer?
Yeah.
I think I have to give it a Girl in Red.
Alrighty. I think someone in his chat fucking cheated. It's 2-2.
Toss the
I gotta
coin.
toss the coin. Alrighty. Heads is what? Heads is Girl in Red.
You choose this time.
Heads
I
is
use
Girl
my
in Red.
I use my power on Tails Never Fails on Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay. Heads is Girl in Red, and it's heads. So Girl in Red wins it. Moving on. Next, we have Litany, Cream from the Adult Movies EP album project, and Furtuous, Gravity from the For My Own Sake project. I think it's my turn? Because Randler just, I think, went first, and Kelsey ended it. Excellent. Yeah. I am going with easily, because as much as I love Litany, the Cream was not one of my top tracks on the album. So, but Gravity was the first time I ever heard of it. And that shit slaps for me. Like, I played it, and I'm like, this was an instant. As I was hearing it on the YouTube link, I'm like, all right, Spotify, add. And I'm like, we're moving along with this. It instantly hooked me. It has again, high energy. This mixed really well. Like, the bass hit really nicely. All the other samples they used was cool. I thought it was just a solid track. So I'm voting for Gravity by Furtuous?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Furtus? I don't know.
I've never heard anyone say it, so I don't know how to say
Okay,
it.
you're up then.
Spoiler, I put both of these songs.
Gotcha.
If you like the Gravity song, the EP's a cool listen and it's short. Another song I think you will like is called Overdrive.
Ooh, I'm already there. I'm always overdriving.
Gravity, this came on. I don't even remember how I heard it. I think I did like a Discover Weekly and it came on. The second the beat hit, I was piping. I went,
Yeah.
immediately. I didn't even, I did it. I'm like, oh, music's playing. My body just did it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Litany Cream, favorite song of the album. The way the song builds up by repeating the chorus and then it gets to the final like breakdown and she starts just
Going off.
letting it all out singing.
Ooh.
It's a theatrical song, beautiful song. Lyrics are amazing on the song. There's more oomph to the song. As much as I loved Gravity, this is an experience, not just a song. It's an experience. I think if you have headphones or good speakers, listen to Cream. I go with Cream.
Okay. Kelsey, what you got?
I'm gonna have to give it up to Gravity. Just like the pacing and the beat and everything better.
That's fair. Randall?
Gravity.
Oh, snap. So 3-1, Gravity. And speaking of Gravity, next up we have Brent Faiyaz, Gravity, going up against Joey Crooks, When You Were Mine, from the Skin album. Brian, you're up.
I put one of these songs. It was Joey Crooks. The Brent Faiyaz song. It's all right. I don't hate it. I don't put it on, but if it plays, I'm happy still. Joey Crooks. Don't remember how I heard this. It has like a the horns in it give me like a Havana kind of like vibe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like the lyrics are kind of melancholic, or it's very I found out this word because this is what Spotify said my aura was. It's very wistful sounding, like very reminiscent or longing.
Okay.
It gave me chill and wistful as my vibe for my 2021.
Okay.
It's that with like an upbeat kind of horn, just like something you hear in an island, like a you can dance, you can do whatever you want to the song. It's very versatile. I like her performance. I like the instrumental. Put it together. I think this is better than Brent Faiyaz's song. I'm going with Joy Crooks.
Okay. Kelsey, you're up.
Also gonna have to give it up to Joy Crooks. Really enjoyed the song. The Gravity song was interesting, like, kind of up and down and just all over the place for me. But I really enjoyed Joy Crooks' song, so I'm gonna have to give it up to her. Oh,
Okay.
spoilers! I didn't put either of these on here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. All right, Randall, what you got?
I picked Gravity
Oh, you picked Gravity? Really? Why?
because it sounds like it reminds me of like 90s R&B music.
Okay.
The other song was good too. I thought it was cool, but I'm like when it comes to like 80s and 90s music, I lean a little more towards those. And Gravity definitely sounds like 90s R&B. The beat, like I really like the beat a lot, and then the singing that comes in, it sounds really like I don't know, maybe like Blackstreet. But yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay. That is wild because I guess I'm gonna start my voting here. The Joy Crook song was the last song I needed to listen to so I can get caught up with everything, like to make sure I've heard all these songs. And spoilers, I put Gravity on here. And when I'm telling you 10 seconds into Joy Crooks, I'm like, I love the song. Right? So it's wild that I thought you guys were all going to already pick Joy Crooks. I'm like, well, I'm the one that put Gravity, so I don't have to feel bad. But I'm definitely picking Joy Crooks because it was such a vibe listening to it. And if you haven't seen the music video, it's just really cool. Just seeing a bunch of people have fun. Yeah, my vote is definitely When You Were Mine. Not to say Gravity isn't good because, again, spoilers, I'm the one that put it on there. But yeah, for me, it's going to be Joy Crooks, which then takes that to 3-1 Joy Crooks. I hope that's correct. I think Kelsey's up.
Fucking love
It's
that.
Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License, up against Griff, One Night.
Thought it was Brian's turn.
Is it? Did I start? No, I just ended it. So Brian, no,
You
if I just,
started. I started.
yeah. So it's your turn. If I ended the last voting, it'll be
Kelsey's. Yeah.
I don't think I listened to One Night. I don't remember that one. Skip me for this one, and I will see if I can pull that up real quick and just give it a quick listen through,
Okay,
and I'll come back.
that's fine. Randall.
I picked One Night.
Okay. And why?
Honestly, don't remember why.
What? Are you? You could.
Because I did this earlier,
Uh-huh.
so I can't remember why I picked it.
All right. Well, Randall's over here on fucking all the pills right now. So. All right. Well, we're moving on, I guess. For my.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. See what's coming off the rail. For myself.
Anthony, are you going?
Yeah, I'm going. Spoilers. I
Okay.
put one of these on here, which is one of them. Anyway, I never heard of Griff before. I think Brian, I don't know if you reviewed it this year at all. Maybe you
I
put.
don't remember if I reviewed this song. Suppose I put this on.
Uh-huh. Spoilers. I put the other song. Yeah, for me, Driver's License was the first exposure for me to Olivia. I'm just gonna say Olivia because I'm not gonna do her whole name every time. And instantly, a repeat song for me. Lyrics were not too vague for a pop song. Like, it seemed very personal. She did almost everything but tell us the person she's talking about. Right? She painted vivid pictures, almost in each verses, where it's like, oh shit, this passion and feelings were on the notepad. Right? So like that, huge winner for me. It's maybe one of my favorite songs of the year. Griff, One Night, awesome vibe. Instrumental, fantastic. Very hip. I enjoyed it. The music video was actually pretty cool too. A lot of these were YouTube links, so some of them actually had music videos, so I got to enjoy both things. But again, even through a little bias, I'm pulling for Olivia here, so I'm voting for Olivia Rodrigo on this. Brian,
I
you're
put
up.
one song. I would have put both if Anthony didn't, and I could have. I'm gonna gush more but quickly about the song that I'm not gonna pick. It's very obvious what I'm gonna pick.
Yeah.
Griff, One Night. The first time I've ever heard of her is this song. This song is it's again the same thing that Fred again did, where it's like a kind of poppy but like electronic dance kind of poppy song, but put feeling into it. Her performance is great, the instrumental's great, and the lyrics, if you listen to it, it's very relationshipy, like longing still. Love that song. When Anthony first talked about Driver's License when it was a single before the album came out, I was like, "What is this?" I listened to it a bit. I'm like, okay, it kind of just sounds like singer-songwriter thing, whatever. The album came out. I remember listening to them like, I won't skip it. Let me listen to it again. I don't know what the fuck I was smoking the first time I heard this song. This song is so beautiful. For the sake of time, just Olivia Rodrigo, we'll move on. I can probably write like a thesis on this song.
Which I'm sure in the future maybe some classes will.
I mean, you might as well just go ahead and gush, and then we'll try and finish the left side, and then have to do the right side next week, because there's no way we're gonna get through all this shit.
Next week we have another thing. It's back-to-back weeks of brackets.
I mean, I don't. That we're gonna have to have a second.
I think
another day.
I think we can. If we get to 11 and we're not done, I think we should figure it out. But
we have an hour.
If it's short, I think we can do it.
Yeah, we can definitely do it. We just gotta compress here a bit. The only people gushing is me and Brian to begin with, so we can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Continue. Sorry.
No, I said Olivia.
Oh, okay. And Kelsey, you're gonna round it out.
Really enjoyed Olivia Rodrigo's song. Like, it was very pretty. She's got an amazing voice. The lyrics weren't half bad. But I'm gonna have to give it to Griff. I just like the beat and the flow better.
Alrighty, we're flipping a coin. Any preferences or heads for Olivia, and we move on.
I used my cooldown already, and my thing's on cooldown. You have to pick.
All right, heads for Olivia. Let's see what happens. 4 heads. All right. So Olivia wins. We're moving on.
I'm definitely getting hit by lightning tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have Julia Michaels, Undertone, versus.
I can start this one since you had to skip me last time.
Okay. And so
Go ahead. Sorry, I thought you had already announced him.
the man's
Just
freaking
trying to
out.
interrupt as much as.
Yeah. It's
excited.
Yeah. Oh man. Julia Michaels, Undertone versus Sofia Valdez, Handful of Water. Go for it.
I really liked Sofia Valdez's Handful of Water. Gave me that like 90s feel with the way that the song flowed and her lyrics and just like the way she sang. But going with Julia Michaels because the beat made me think of like Ghost in the Shell, and I really just enjoyed
Interesting.
that vibe. So
Okay. Nice. Randall, you're up. Hello, Randall. Hi, Randall. You good?
Can you hear me?
There you
Oh.
go. Now you good.
Oh snap! I don't know what the heck is going on.
I don't
no, it's
went-
almost
I
like
went-
it'd be easier that we could tell that you're struggling if we could see you.
I went with Handful of Water. I like that song a lot.
You're welcome. Spoilers, I put one of those on here. I guess from my go, Julia Michaels has other tracks on here that I liked a lot more than Undertone. Undertone is still a very solid track. The Sofia Valdez Handful of Water is the track in that EP project with like another song that I liked, but Handful of Water is just, I like it a lot. I'm going with Sofia on that.
I put one of these songs. Sofia Valdez. I love the vibe. The video. I like videos that kind of just seem like a vlog kind of thing. She does that. So the song's good. The video's good as well. Very relaxing. Julia Michaels is one of my favorite songs of the album. Again, her style of writing is very anti-pop, where it's like it sounds poppy, but there's meaning to what she's saying, and it feels genuine. I'm gonna go Julia Michaels.
Alrighty, another flip. Wait, because Kelsey went Undertone as well, right?
Yeah.
I went Undertone, yeah.
Let's flip it. Heads is Julia Michaels. And it's heads. Julia Michaels moves on. Sad day. We're done with the left
That's nice.
side.
It was nice knowing you guys.
No, we're not done with the left side. I think it goes all the way until we get,
What are you talking about? Like we still have a bunch on the left side.
as in like the first round of cuts.
They should be
Oh.
easier because we've already
Yeah, we already
said
talked
we had
about
to
all
stay with the
this.
songs.
So,
we
I
can
mean,
just pick.
Next up, we got Ed Sheeran's Visiting Hours versus Maria Isabel No Soy Para Ti. And I'm going to side with Ed Sheeran here because Visiting Hours is one of my top songs of the year. So I'm voting Ed Sheeran. I was about to click on it and just move on. Brian, you're up.
Ed Sheeran as well. That song makes me emotional.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with that. Kelsey, I think Randall's supposed to start, so you can start next time.
Going with Ed Sheeran because gingers need love too.
All right. Well,
It's pretty good.
that's,
Put it down.
yeah. Randall.
Ed Sheeran.
Oh shit, that was
Damn,
Lance.
40 there.
Yeah.
Challenge
Challenge him. Let's keep it moving. Girl in Red, If I'll Call You Mine versus Haley Williams, No Use, I Just Do. All right. Well, Randall, go ahead and start this because spoilers for me, I put one of these on here.
I Call You Mine.
All right. So I'm up next. I'm also doing I'll Call You Mine. It's one of my favorite tracks of the album. And I'm going to side with that. I love the Haley Williams track. I like multiple tracks on that project she released, but I'll Call You Mine is one of my favorite for this one. Brian, you're up.
I love I'll Call You Mine, but I'm going with Haley Williams. This song makes me emotional.
All right. Go for it, Kelsey.
Spoilers, I didn't put either of these on here either. But I'm going with I'll Call You Mine.
We would hate to see it. 3-1, Call You Mine. We're moving on. Oh, this is going to be rough. These are my children. Spoilers, these are both mine. I think it's up next, right? Or is it Kelsey?
I think you went, then Randall went, and so it's Brian's turn.
Brian, go for it, yeah. So it's it's 21 Pilots Mulberry Street versus Billie Eilish NDA.
None of these are my children. Both of these are, it's cool. I'm going to go with Mulberry Street because the instrumental's like consistent level throughout, and then I can just sing Super Rich Kids throughout the entire song.
And that's always a good thing. Yeah, I see. Kelsey, you're up.
Also going with Mulberry Street. Really just enjoy 21 Pilots. Billie Eilish is kind of up or down for me. Really just depends on the song.
Okay. Randall, you're up.
Mulberry Street.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just give. Unfortunately, Billie Eilish. I love this song, but this is a 4-0. Mulberry Street wins this for me. 40.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right. Oof, we got big ones now. Yeah, once you start taking out the first round, second, it gets worse and worse. So next up is Olivia with Happier versus Isaiah Rashad Claymore. I think Kelsey, you start
I think
first.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
Gonna have to give this one to Claymore. I really vibe with this song. I like the songs that I've heard from Olivia, but I just enjoy this one more because this one I think is the sour or whatever that one is. It was a lot slower.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Randall, you're up.
Claymore.
You know what's about to happen, Brian. She can only get lucky once. I'm gonna go with Happier for Olivia here.
I'm going Happier. Spin the fucking coin.
Hey, let's go. Heads is
one of my
Olivia.
favorite songs of the year.
Heads is landslide. Just one heads. Goodbye, Olivia. I'm sorry. Claymore moves on. Okay, next up we have Fred Again versus Fred Again, Billy, Loving Arms versus John Mayer, New Light. And I think Randall, you starting.
John Mayer.
Oof, easy. You don't have to think about it.
Mm-mm.
I am also on that same boat. Again, I love that dance track from Fred Again, but New Light is like it's just one of my favorites. Brian, you're up.
I love both. New Light.
Oh shit.
Killed my kid.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'm gonna try and resuscitate Fred again. So.
All right. So
it's not gonna work.
It's not. Yeah, it's not 4-0 though. It's 3-1. John Mayer takes it, where he moves on. Next up, we got Dave East versus Dave East Red Fox Restaurant versus Girl in Red. Period. I think it's me first, right? I going with Girl in Red on this because again, this is the years of the emo. This is another album or project that came out early in the year. So I've been hearing it a lot, more often than I heard Red Fox Restaurant since I just had never had the chance to listen to the album. So for me is Girl in Red. Brian, you're up.
Both of my kids. If you haven't listened to Davey's album Hoffa, I recommend it. If you like this song, there's a good chance you'll like most of the album. But Girl in Red, period. This is my favorite song of the album.
Kelsey, you're up. Well, we're speed running now. Let's go.
Going Girl in Red. Just like the vibe better.
Girl in Red.
Oh, that was a 4-0. I was not expecting that.
40'd them.
Yes, sir. Next up, we have Virtuous Gravity versus Joy Crooks When You Were Mine. This is going to be rough.
My kids.
Brian, you're up. It's your kids.
Diablo. Shout out to Virtuous if I said your name right. Good solid EP I think this is your first EP. Solid attempt, but When You Were Mine is literally top tier. They need a nerf this song.
Oh, I see. A balance patch?
Yeah.
Okay. Kelsey, you're up, man.
Gonna have to give this one to Joy Crooks. Just really enjoyed her.
Okay.
Gravity.
You going Gravity? Okay. This is tough. As soon as we picked it, I saw the bracket in the background. I'm like, damn, I have to make this choice later. It's not gonna be a coin flip. Joy Crooks is the one for me. Like that track, especially as the last track to like finish catching up with this. I'm like, it just ended really well with that being the last. Like I wanted to replay it again, but then I had other stuff to do. So yeah, it's 3-1 Gravity. 3-1 When You Were Mine. Joy Crooks moves on. And we were next up is Olivia with Driver's License versus Julia Michaels Undertone. I think Kelsey, you're starting with this.
Gonna have to give it to Julia Michaels just because I really enjoy Ghost in the Shell vibe.
That's fair.
Undertone.
Fuck me. In the fucking face, dude. Oh my god. Like I said before, Driver's License is my favorite song of this track, so I'm voting Olivia. Brian, you did the
Flip the
Flip the
fucking
coin. Yeah,
coin.
it's 2-2. Oh shit! Olivia's head again. So flipping it. 4 heads. Let's go. Holy shit! We're holding on by a thread. Moving on quickly here, we're back to Ed Sheeran visiting ours versus Girl in Red. I'll Call You Mine. Now this is rough for me because I love both of these songs. As much as it's not my turn, it's Randall.
I'll call you mine.
Thank you, Randall, for being the icebreaker there. I'm following Randall on this as much as I love visiting hours so much.
Visiting hours.
Kelsey,
is
you're
it
up.
my turn?
Yeah, man.
I'll call you mine.
Yeah. Sorry, Brian. It's getting hurt. 3-1. Girl in Red, Call You Mine. Moves on.
Oh, this is free. This is fucking free.
I think is it Randall that's there? No, it's 21 Pilots Mulberry Street versus Isaiah Rashad Claymore. And I
think it's your turn.
It's my turn. Good. Again, I put Mulberry Street on here. I didn't think I was going to vote against it, but Claymore was such a solid track that I'm voting for Claymore on this.
Listen to the album The House is Burning. I'm going with Claymore.
Kelsey, you're up.
Going with Claymore.
And Randall.
Just because that anime was awesome.
All right. That's a separate discussion we don't have time for right now. Yeah. All right.
Serious?
We 4-0'd Mulberry Street. Claymore moves on. Oh. John Mayer New Light versus Girl in Red
This
period.
one's free.
For me it's free, to be honest. Like I think Brian starts.
It's me starting?
Yeah.
Sorry, New Light. Girl in Red.
Oh, okay. This might not be free. We might have to do a coin toss.
Told you it was free. It's Girl in Red.
Oh. Actually, it depends on the Randall picks.
It's going to be a coin toss.
John Mayer.
It's going to be a coin toss. I'm also picking John Mayer New Light. So let's flip it. Heads is New Light. Brian doesn't even want to look at the screen anymore. Flipping it. Tails. Girl in Red makes it. Damn it. Next. Fuck. Joey Crooks, When You Were Mine versus Olivia, Driver's License.
I think I start.
Yes, you do.
Gonna have to give it to Joy Crooks.
Can I edit tears out like afterwards or?
Yeah, it's green screen's for.
Okay. Randall, you're up.
Who's it going?
It's Joy Crooks, When You Were Mine versus Olivia, Driver's License. Oof. When he says I just imagine him with like a desk full of papers and he's just sifting through a bunch of them, looking at his analytics.
I'm trying to. You said who were they? The two again?
Joy Crooks, When You Were Mine.
When You Were Mine,
and
then
Driver's License by Olivia.
I don't even see that.
Well, I mean, the song, you should know the songs, Randall. Like, you should have heard these, right?
Well, it's a lot of songs. I think I'm trying to remember.
When you were mine, put-a-doo-doo-doo-doo, in the summer, day. And then Driver's License, I drove my car.
I'm going to go with When You Were Mine.
This is going to be a very sad moment for me. Oh, wait, Brian, you're voting Drivers?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also voting Drivers as well, so flip the coin. This is so fucking weird. All right, heads is what is it? When You Were Mine. Heads wins. Damn it. All right. Well, Joy Crooks, When You Were Mine moves on.
Let it be known, Driver's License is top 3 songs of the year for me.
Yes, I have second that notion. But we got to move on, Brian. Girl in Red, I'll Call You Mine versus Claymore by Isaiah Rashad. I think it's Randall first?
I Call You Mine.
Okay. I'm going to follow that up. I love Claymore, especially for the first, like I just heard it a couple days ago and I love it. I like it a lot. But I Call You Mine, I've been listening to all year and it's one of my favorite songs. So I'm going Girl in Red.
Skip me, Kelsey. What do you choose?
What? What do you mean skip you?
I want to see.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
If he
It's
picks,
illegal.
if he picks, then I'm not gonna. I don't know if I need to waste my time trying to flip the coin.
We're not trying to game this, Brian. Like, this is the point. That's why we said this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like we
This is
skipped for
fucking
him
wrong.
because he hasn't heard it. So we
I never heard
obviously
these songs. Skip it.
no, Brian. Go for it.
Oh my god.
If you want to know, it has a C and an A in it.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Claymore.
Ooh, okay. Kelsey, you're up.
This is actually a tough one. I really enjoy both these songs.
Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Claymore.
We're running the
Wow.
yeah, we're running the set.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Head. Yeah, you said what?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm with you there on that, Randall. But I'll call you mine as heads. Let's flip. And heads wins.
Yes.
We're moving on. Sorry, Claymore.
Oh.
What happened? You just say
Say let's go.
Okay.
So wait. So I call you mine. One the
The left
bracket?
side? No.
Oh.
What's left?
It's we still have to decide between Girl in Red period versus Joy Crooks When You Were Mine.
Who
Is
goes
it my
first?
lead?
I think it's wait, who just no, it's my lead, sorry. Shit. Sorry, Girl in Red.
Wow.
It's When You Were Mine.
No.
Is he dying? Like actually dying over there? When You Were Mine is
But
what I'm
no,
voting
can't
for.
see him.
Oh. So yeah, my vote is
Wait
for
if I can set this up.
my vote's gonna be When You Were Mine. Brian, you're up.
I'm killing my kids.
Yeah. Just come a little faster though.
Do-do-do-do-do-do, or
What do you
When You Were Mine.
Thank you.
Brian, what?
No,
That's
wait,
not one of the
no!
options. It's
What?
Girl in Red period versus When You Were. Oh,
I just said When You Were Mine.
I thought you said call.
What?
I thought no, sorry. I thought you were talking about Call You Mine from the previous one.
He's over there smoking something heavy,
bad.
like
Go ahead, Kelsey. I think you're the last one.
so. Just because I like chaos, I'm gonna have to go with Girl in Red. Period.
What?
Oh, but
Why
now
do-
he can game it.
yeah, like what? What do you? What do you?
No,
You can't
it's
just
too-
say that out loud. Like what? So you just don't. You have to pick what you like, not to game it.
Yeah, I like Girl in Red. Period.
Oh my god. We got to change the format for next year. This is not working. Go, Randall. Is it? I think your last one or.
I'm gonna go with When You Were Mine.
Okay.
Oh,
I almost just blocked Kelsey.
that's 3-1 When You Were Mine. And then to get one of our finalists, it's Girl in Red, I Call You Mine, up against Joy Crooks When You Were Mine. And I think Brian goes first here.
Joy Crooks.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Right, Kelsey, you're up next, only.
This is actually a tough one.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of what's going on in my head. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna have to go with When You Were Mine.
Oh my god. What?
Randall, you're up.
I call you mine.
Okay. But that's nice for you to say to me, but what about the choice? I
Come on,
also
man.
I also pick I Call You Mine. So we're flipping again. Girl in Red is heads, Joy Crooks is tails.
I swear to God.
Nah, heads wins.
Who won?
Girl in Red is
Yes.
He's not listening to me.
Wait, what? Who won?
Girl in Red.
I call you mine. Won.
Yes, it not won everything. It won it's one of the
The
finalists.
West bracket.
Yeah, the the West Division.
West Division.
Yeah.
Oh, we only have 25 minutes left. I know that we have stuff next week, but the movies and the games are a lot smaller. so it should be a lot easier to get through. Do you want to just put the right hand side off until next week, and then?
I mean, I personally do not. I want to get it all done now. Get this up. We're done with it. But if you guys have to do something else, we can figure it out.
I mean, I think we can do it in 25 minutes. It just can't be no eulogies, man. You're gonna be like, I like it. Moving on.
Like, yeah, I'm just gonna start saying this is the one I want, and that's it. Then,
That's what I'm gonna have to do at this point too. Yeah.
like, it's been we've spent over almost 2 hours, over 2 hours just on the one side. So,
Alrighty. So next thing up is the East Division. We have Dale with the question marks called Buzzed for the Soul album, and Brian Tiago Desnudarte on the other side. Who was the last one to vote? I think I should start over anyway. I'll just start first. I'm going to pick Buzzed by Theo on this one. As it's just a solid track, a good build up. I like the features. Moving on. Brian, go up. Buzzed.
I put both of these.
Okay. Kelsey.
I really liked both of them. So I'm gonna have to go with Buzzed.
Okay.
Buzz.
Oh, that's okay. So
40.
Buzz moves on. Yeah, you hit him with the 40. Vince Staples, Sundown Town versus Litany Sleepover. Brian, go ahead.
I love both, but Sundown Town. Vince Staples.
Mm-hmm. Kelsey, you're up.
Gonna have to go with Vince Staples.
Oh,
Sleepover.
wow. Yeah, fuck. I'm going with Sleepover as well. Let's run the fucking coin. Head is Vince Staples.
This one's gonna devastate me.
Nothing but tails. Litany moves on.
Let's go.
Shit. My luck's ran out.
I think so. Next up, we have Coldplay Beautiful versus Nas The Pressure. Kelsey, you're up.
Ooh.
You say woo?
I said ooh because this is a tough one. I'm gonna have to give it to Coldplay though.
Okay.
Coldplay.
I'm also following Coldplay. I really enjoyed the Pressure, but Beautiful. This sounds really cool.
This is a 40.
A 40? Cool. Coldplay moves on.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
I think this is Beach Bunny, or Oxygen by Beach Bunny, and Fair Trade by Drake. I think Randall starts, right?
Fair trade.
Okay. I'm following that up with Fair Trade as well. I love Beach Bunny. I love the Oxygen. It sounds really cool, but out of the amount of fucking Drake songs around here, this one stood out. Go ahead, Brian.
From this Drake album, this isn't the only song I liked, so I'm gonna go with Beach Bunny.
Okay. And I think Kelsey to run it out, right?
Also going with Beach Bunny.
This is right side is just random. Heads is Beach Bunny.
And I don't care too much about this one.
Heads wins. Beach Bunny
There you
moves
go.
on. Next up, we have Logic Inside versus Billie Eilish getting older. I think it's my go.
Yeah. It's
Loved Inside. I think it's a really good track, especially the feature. But I'm gonna give it to Billie Eilish getting older.
First time I heard the Logic song, it's okay. Absolutely love Billie Eilish getting older. I'm going getting older. I put that there.
Okay. Kelsey, you're up.
Full
Going
disclosure.
with Logic.
Okay.
Spoiler: I didn't put either of these on here.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
That helps out a little bit. Randall, what you got?
Logic.
Well, we are just gonna flip everything, I guess. All right, Logic is heads, and it's tails.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
All right, we're moving on. Billie Eilish moves on. Now, next matchup is, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Sinead Harnett? Sinead Harnett?
I don't know. I never heard it.
The track is Distraction by her versus the Marias, Fog as a Bullet.
I put both of these songs. I love both of these songs. Distraction, I loop more often, so I'm going with Distraction.
All right. I had to slow you down in my head to hear what you said, but Kelsey, you're up.
I don't honestly remember either of these off the top of my head.
Blocked.
So, so I'll just here. Let me flip a coin real quick.
Just judge it off of the pictures.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I'm going with Fog as a Bullet because I like the goose.
Okay. There you go.
That's a good answer, actually.
Distraction.
All right. I'm also
Or
going
I
with.
think it's actually a swan, not a goose.
Oh, then you got it incorrect there. That's fine. We'll edit it in post. I'm going with Distraction as well. For the Marias, the one I actually liked a lot was the Hush, but Focus Bullet's all right. But I think that's 3-1 Marias.
Mm-hmm.
Distraction moves on. Oh shit! So next up we have Bobby and Rowdy by DC and 16 by Baby Keem. I think Kelsey starts. Brian's going through it right now. I don't blame him. What?
Trying to remember Bobby and Rowdy.
UK
I think I'm gonna have
rappers.
to go with Baby Keem on this one.
Okay. Randall, what you got?
Sweet 16.
It's just 16, Randall.
I know that.
Okay. I don't know if you heard a different track. I reported. That is wild that this is how it's turning out because I love 16, right? But Brian introduced me to Bobby and Rowdy earlier this year, and that song slaps. So I'm going with Bobby and Rowdy on this.
I love both songs. I put both of these songs. This is why I don't know why Anthony rigged it to be this way. These two against each
I
other.
didn't do that.
But I'm gonna go with 16.
Oh, 3-1. Bobby, the 16 moves on.
Blame DC. Blame Anthony for rigging this. You watch this.
I didn't rig it.
He did it in the back end.
All right. Kanye West, Praise God versus Vince Staples. Are you with that?
This is free.
Is it me?
Is it mine?
I think it's Randall, actually. I think Randall needs to start.
Are you with that?
Okay. I'm also following up with Vince Staples. Are you with that?
Vince Staples, are you with that?
Oof.
Yep.
Same? Okay. Easy. 4-0. Moving on. Giveon, Like I Want You versus Silk Sonic After Last Night. Oof. I'm starting, huh? God, I like both of these tracks. I'm going with Silk Sonic because execution of a timepiece is there. Brian, go ahead.
This is my favorite song from Giveon, and on this album / EPs, I'm going with Giveon.
Okay.
Gonna have to go with Silk Sonic.
Brian.
Giveon.
Oh, we're flipping. Holy Brian, relax. Giveon his heads. Tails. Silk Sonic moves on.
I don't know which one was worse, the look of disappointment when I chose Silk Sonic or the look of disappointment when Brian lost.
Yeah. Next up, we have Pawpaw Rod, Hit 'Em Where It Hurts, and then Bo Burnham, Welcome to the Internet.
Is it mine?
I think it's Brian.
Me first. This is my favorite song from Inside. It's the same thing with Wilshire, where I wouldn't play this in a playlist, and if it came on, listen to it. I like the song for itself, no replayability. Hit 'Em Where It Hurt. I've looped this, and I like yelling the chorus. Hit 'Em Where It Hurt.
Okay. Kelsey, you're
I
up.
think Bo Burnham's hilarious. I love most of his songs, and so I'm gonna have to go with him.
Hit him where it hurts.
Why are we ending up? We need a fifth person. We really do. All right. So for stuff like this, anyway, I'm voting for Bo Burnham's "Welcome to the Internet" because we have to flip it. All right. Heads is Pawpaw Rod. Yes, heads, and flipping. Pawpaw Rod wins. It's moving on. All right. Next up is Adele, All Night Parking versus Baby Keem, Family Ties. I think it's Kelsey starting.
I think it is. Gonna have to give it up to Adele. I really just enjoy her voice and songs and everything.
Okay.
Adele.
Fuck. Adele's okay. So Adele's song is great. Family Ties is probably my top 2 songs of this year because of how much energy is in it. I'm going Baby Keem, Family Ties.
I love the Adele song. I've only heard it once today, and boy, this is up my alley. But I'm smoking on everyone's top 5 tonight. So
Everyone's top 5, Brian. Fuck. So let's roll the dice, I guess. Adele's heads.
I mean, it's gonna be 3 heads.
Wow, he fucking called it. Adele moves on. Like witchcraft. That is so wild.
Hey, that light's green.
Yeah. Next up is Omar Apollo, Go Away versus Jaden Summer.
Jaden.
Wow, I was not expecting that. I am going with Go Away by Omar Apollo.
I love Jaden, but I heard Omar, the same thing with the one before. first time hearing this song. I've heard of the artist before. I looped it on YouTube. I dragged it and started it again. So I'm gonna go away.
You can right click and hit loop on YouTube, Brian.
Yeah, but I was doing it on my phone, and I liked the song in between sets. So I was
Okay.
like, oh fuck, and
Okay.
then that's what I did.
Okay. Kelsey, you're up.
Gonna need you guys to go away because I'm going with Jaden.
Oh,
my
the hell?
God.
That
man.
is so surprising that he picked that.
It is, actually. It's very... I thought he would have gone with Ghost of Color. We're flipping. Omar is heads. 4 heads. Omar gets it and
talking
moves
Rihanna.
on. Yeah. Okay, Brian, that was messed up.
What?
Next up, we have the Kid Leroy Stay versus Roosevelt Easy Way Out. If the outcome of this doesn't go the way it needs to go, I'm gonna be really upset. I think it's Kelsey that starts. So let's him, or is it Kelsey that starts?
I don't.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
know.
It is because he said the go away thing. So yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I think it's my turn. So I'm gonna have to go with Easy Way Out.
Easy Way Out.
Get the fuck out, both of you. I put Easy Way Out on here, and there's no way it's better
It's
than Kid Leroy.
80s, man. You don't bet against 80s.
So is Stay.
I'm going with Kid Leroy Stay. That is
I'm going
wild.
with flip that shit, Anthony.
Okay, yeah. Kid Leroy is heads. 3 heads. Thank fucking God. I love Easy Way Out. I'm the one that put it on there. I listen to it, often.
You don't love it. You don't love it.
I already know how the next one's going, but
Oh, snap. I'm going... see, is it my turn or is it Randall? I think Randall goes. It's Peaches by Justin Bieber versus Tell 'Em by How do you pronounce it, Brian? Cochise?
I just say Cochise. I don't know how to
Oh,
pronounce it.
cheese.
Cochise. Go ahead.
Yeah. Peaches.
You going with Peaches? Okay. I am also following up with Peaches as well.
I put Cochise. Tell him this is a very fun song. You can work out to. You can do whatever. It's entertaining, but Peaches Givian's in it.
Kelsey, you're up, man.
Also gonna have to go with Peaches. I really hate to admit it, but it's a decent song. Like
Peaches.
I when it first came on, I didn't know who this was. Like I didn't know who was singing it. And I was like, oh okay, this is cool. And then I found out. I was like, I feel really
Dirty?
really bad right now.
You feel
I feel like I need
dirty.
to go take a shower.
All right, next up is Julia Michaels, All Your Exes versus DJ Khaled, Popstar. I think I go first?
Your turn.
All right. This Popstar for me is the Drake track of the year for me. It is good rhyme, again, good flow, great chorus, awesome. I love All Your Exes for Julia Michaels. Great way to explore a radical fucking view of exes. That's it. Popstar for me.
The cadence for Julia Michaels when she says all your exes are dead, it being off a bit, it bothers me to no end. I'm gonna go with Pops.
Okay.
You're gonna have to go with Julia Michaels.
All right.
DJ Khaled.
All right. Oh, he put the fucking sound effect. 3-1 Popstar. Popstar moves on.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna be... Ooh. Okay, Doja Cat, Kiss Me More versus Bad Bunny, Yonaguni. Hello.
Me first.
Yes, sir.
I love both of these. This Doja Cat song is one of 2 that I actually liked in that album. But Bad Bunny, this song, I don't know why. I love looping this song. I'm gonna go with Bad Bunny.
Kelsey, you're up.
Spoilers. I'm going with Doja Cat.
Ooh.
Doja Cat.
God, Randall. Should have used your Hispanic card or something. I'm going about Bad Bunny on this. So we gotta flip it. Heads is Doja Cat.
It's clearly gonna be Four Tails.
Kelsey, are you a fucking wizard? Bad Bunny wins. It's 4 Tails.
Uh,
All right, easily. We're moving along, nice and
We're
easy
almost
here.
done.
Yeah. We have Tail Buzzed versus Litany Sleepover. Kelsey, I think you go first.
going with Buzzed.
Damn it. This is not going to end well for me. Randall, you're up, man.
Bust.
Damn it. The one I was hoping to be on my side because he loves Litany. Go ahead, bro. Oh, it's me. Sleepover by Litany is my choice.
Buzzed, and I put this on here.
Shit. Damn, I got bodied just now. Buzz moves on. We have Coldplay Beautiful versus Oxygen by Beach Bunny. I think, Randall, you start? Or is it me?
I don't know, but I'm going
Randall's
with
turn.
Coldplay.
You going Coldplay? Okay.
Yeah.
I am also going Coldplay on this. Beautiful is just a beautiful song, no pun intended.
Same. I was surprised at how much I love Beautiful. I'm going with Beautiful.
Yeah. Kelsey, what you got?
Also going Beautiful.
Damn, Hick.
40.
4-0'd. Moving on.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish Getting Older versus Sinead. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Distraction. It's me. I'm so sorry. I'm going Billie Eilish Getting Older. Distraction was a good song, but it's a distraction. Okay, I'm moving on. It's Getting Older.
I put both these songs on there. Both of these are my kids. I love both of these songs. Getting Older resonates more. I'm going with Getting Older.
You don't have to like literally fast forward because it's hard for audio listeners to,
They know what I said.
Okay. Kelsey, you're
Everyone
up.
who knew what I said, raise your hand.
Well, even though Brian's a distraction, I'm also going to have to go with a distraction.
Oh, 2-1. Go ahead. I don't know why I said
Distraction.
we're flipping a coin. Are you kidding? Y'all are wild. Billie Eilish's heads.
You want me to guess again?
Go. 3 tails. You're taking too long. Sorry. I said go. I don't know if you heard me.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said no.
Oh, I said go.
Well, one
Distraction moves on.
Diablo.
We have Baby Keem 16 versus Vince Staples. Are you with that? I think Kelsey starts, or did Brian, do you start?
Who finished?
It's Brian.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
Ryan.
it's me. Love both songs. Baby Keem 16.
Vince Staples.
Are you with that?
Damn it.
Yeah.
16 is my vote, so it's 2-2 again. All right, Baby Keem is heads. Damn it, 4 tails. Vince Staples move on.
Why don't you start putting things you like on Tails? Anthony, Tails never fails. That's
Brian,
the same.
a percentage, it doesn't matter. It's a percentage. It doesn't matter where we put it. It's a
Then
percentage.
why
It's
are
going
we
to lose.
losing so often?
What do you want from me, Brian? Right?
Get your shit together when you random.
Okay. Next up, we have Silk Sonic After Last Night versus Pawpaw Rod Hit Him Where It Hurts.
Silk Sonic.
Okay. Randall?
Hit him where it hurts.
I'm voting Silk Sonic After Last Night.
Flip that coin, Anthony. Hit him where it hurt.
Oh, shit. Silk Sonic's heads.
It's going to be 3 heads.
2 heads.
Damn it.
Pawpaw moves on. Adele, All Night Parking versus Omar Apollo, Go Away.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's Kelsey's.
No, I did last one, so it's Randall's.
Oh, go ahead, Randall.
Adele.
Adele? Okay. I'm going Omar Apollo, Go Away.
I'm going Adele.
And Kelsey, you're up.
I'm going to have to go with Adele as well.
Fuck. Adele gets 3-1, moves on. All right. We have basically Justin Bieber going up against himself. We have the Kid Laroi Stay versus Justin Bieber Peaches.
Who?
I think it's me first, right? I'm going with Kid Laroi Stay.
Same.
Okay. Kelsey?
This is just disappointing to have to choose between these two. Mostly because they're on here. I'm going to have to go with Peaches.
Okay.
Peaches.
You guys are really pissing me off, right?
We should next year we should settle it with a first to 10 of Skullgirls anytime you disagree with me.
That would take literally weeks to finish. All right,
Take
so
like a minute.
Kid Laroi is heads.
Brian's pretty free, so
Yeah, well, he got me. What's the result?
Damn, 4 tails. Peaches moves on.
You guys are full of shit, huh? Every time Anthony sides with me, we lose. Pick a different team, Anthony. I choose Randall on my team.
We have DJ Khaled Popstar versus Bad Bunny Yonaguni.
It's me first.
Yes, sir.
Bad Bunny.
Kelsey?
also going with Bad Bunny.
Randall?
Bad Bunny.
Oh, now we're all going Bad Bunny, right? Now we're going all Bad Bunny.
See, notice how you lose, Anthony?
No. I'm voting Bad Bunny.
No, I'm talking to the viewer.
Oh. The Anthony view? That's fine. Now we're up to Teo Buzzed versus Coldplay Beautiful. This is going to be rough. Brian, I think you start, or is it Kelsey? I think it's Kelsey that starts. Yeah, Kelsey starts.
Going with Coldplay.
Coldplay.
I am going Buzz here.
Flip that fucking coin, Anthony.
Oh my
Buzz
god.
his tails.
Buzz is tails.
Betrayal.
It's gonna be 4 heads.
No, it's 3 tails.
Aw.
Buzz moves on.
That's horse manure.
We have Sneed Distraction versus Vince Staples. Are you with that?
I'm with that.
Okay, so that's your vote.
I stay distracted.
So what? I need to confirm. Kelsey picked
Yeah,
Distraction,
are you with that?
or picked? Are you with that? Okay,
With Vince Staples.
yeah. And then Randall picked Distraction. I'm picking. Are you with that?
Distraction. Flip that coin.
Are you kidding? Yeah, I'm doing this on purpose. Sneed.
I'm literally looking at everything I've already picked.
Okay. Distraction is heads. 3 tails. Vince Staples moves on.
So you had Randall on your team that time.
Kelsey, you and me next.
Okay. Next up is Pop Paw Rod. Hit him where it hurts versus Adele All Night Parking.
Who's first?
I don't remember.
Randall's first. Remember, Kelsey came out with I'm with that.
Oh yeah.
I picked hit him where it hurt.
I am going to second that and do Hit Him Where It Hurts.
I'm gonna go with that. I lived with that song a little longer. I can vouch for it.
Going with All Night Parking.
So it's 3-1 Papa.
Yep.
Yeah, we hit him where it hurt.
We're moving on. Justin Bieber Peaches versus Bad Bunny Yonaguri.
Is it me?
Me, sorry. Bad Bunny for me.
Same.
Kelsey, what you got? I mean, this is an easy out for you. If you don't want to feel dirty,
No, but it's actually
it's a good song.
It's a really good song.
Yeah,
Like,
we're running through this quick just because of time's sake, but like these are all.
I would gush about a lot of these.
Yeah.
I'm good. Fuck, I hate this. I'm going with Peaches.
Okay.
Bad Bunny.
Oh, 3-1 on the Bad Bunny.
Okay,
moves
now I
on.
don't feel bad that it lost.
Yeah. We have Dale Buzzed versus Vince Staples. Are you with that, Brian?
Buzzed.
Kelsey.
I'm still with that.
There we go.
First.
Buzzed. Yeah, I'm also going with Buzzed on this. I think that's 3-1 on Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz moves on.
I
Pop
guess
Paw.
we're no longer with that.
Nah, we're not. We're hitting him where it hurts. Pop Paw Rod hit him where it hurts versus Bad Bunny Yonaguni. Brian, I think you're up.
Fuck.
Yep.
Bad Bunny.
Kelsey.
Also gonna go with Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
All right, that's a lance. Yo, Bad Bunny's coming in at the last second here. Yonaguni, 4-0, moves on. Oof. Tail Buzzed versus Bad Bunny
This is
Yonaguni.
so fucking hard.
Yeah, because oof.
So is this bracket.
Yeah, this bracket's pretty hard. Kelsey, I think you go first.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes, sir.
Going with Buzzed.
Oh,
Buzz.
Randall's going Buzzed. While I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this. Bad Bunny Yonaguni is my vote.
I love both of these. Are both my kids buzzed.
Buzzed. Oh, 3-1. Sorry, Bad Bunny.
We're
Moves
at the
on.
finals.
This is the finals now. Girl in Red, I'll Call You Mine versus Still Buzzed. Who will be crowned our song of the year?
I call you mine.
Randall didn't even wait for his fucking turn.
It's my turn.
It's his turn.
Oh,
So.
I'm so sorry, Randall. You can edit me like a jackass thing on my face if you want. My go. Like I said before, I'll Call You Mine's my favorite song on that album. So I'm also following up with I'll Call You Mine.
Buzzed.
Kelsey.
So it's down to it's 2-1.
No,
Kelsey.
it's whatever you want is what it is.
Kelsey, don't be that guy, man.
I have to find a different format because we end up gaming everything we do.
I'm not giving it.
I'm sorry, Bryant. We're not gonna get our chance because I'll always call you mine though.
Does that mean you're voting I'll Call You Mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
3-1. I'll Call You Mine moves on. And we are finished here. Hold on,
It's
let me.
funny that Kelsey betrayed me when it's 3-1 when he got 31 losses in Marvel.
Yeah. Our song of the year 2021 is I'll Call You Mine by Girl in Red. Okay. That is
On my own personal bracket list, the 2 finalists was Beautiful and I'll Call You Mine.
gonna download the image real quick.
You should also make a Spotify playlist for these songs and post it somewhere.
I will. I already have a YouTube playlist. Papa's got the rollout, right?
You gotta organize them that way too.
Yeah, I might. The ordering can be changed. I just need to make the list of it. And that's it, people. That is our winner. I will be posting the out. If you guys don't want to listen to 3 hours of us doing this, I'll post the TLDR all over the place of what transpired. And if you're like, how the fuck did that win? You can come watch and see how it landed on our fucking heads or tails, right?
Yeah,
They're having 2 hours of one side and 30 minutes of another.
Right, yeah. Again, this is just...
We need a fifth person for this because me and Luck are not friends.
Yeah, but that's... that's for another... I mean, this is how we do things. Research and development. We do it live, and then we figure it out for next time. That is it for this week's episode. I mean, we can go through quickly the releases, but the big one is Halo. Halo comes out Wednesday, the campaign, and Solar Ash. So, look forward to that. What are you guys doing this week? I guess real quick before we actually end it. Randall, what you doing this week?
The same thing. Work, gym, art, video games. That's it.
Okay. Kelsey, what you got?
Well, I guess I have to start over on Persona. So that's finished. So I'm going to start that again. At least like I have a little bit more knowledge of like how it works, and maybe hard mode and this one won't be as bad. I still kind of want to finish the original just because it's like, I've already started and I finally beat that stupid fucking boss. Other than that, I don't know. We forgot to do our game run thing on Saturday.
Yeah,
We
sorry.
forgot to pick something.
We did. I was Saturday I used to prep for this episode, so I don't think we would be able to do it because I had to make a bunch of those pictures. I had to do all those images you saw by hand.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a way to automate it at the time.
But that's it for me.
Okay. Brian, what you got?
I'm gonna try to stream every day this week minus Thursday because it's Game Awards because I want to take a break for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So tomorrow might be some Shin Megami. We'll find out. Every day we'll find out what I'm streaming. I didn't go in with a plan of what I'm playing, but something will be played or done on the stream.
Okay.
So Monday, not today. So Tuesday, then Wednesday, whatever we're doing co-op. Thursday, no stream. Friday, probably just fuck around and play something. And then I don't know about the weekend. If I'm bored the weekend, I won't promise the weekend, but weekdays I will.
Okay. All right. For me, this week what we got going on, obviously this is week one of our brackets for December. Tomorrow I'm swapping things up because like Brian said, Thursday is Game Awards and we're gonna live react to that. Hopefully I get everything set up for that. Tomorrow it's me and Jeniana gonna be playing another, I think, more World War Z. So the next episode, which I think is Tokyo, we'll be playing through that. Wednesday, me and Brian are playing a lot of this thing right there, and then whatever that is. And then Thursday we'll be live reacting to the Game Awards and our winners and all the musical performance that we're gonna have to mute because of DMCA. And see, and I can probably keep score while we're watching so we can see who ends up winning the night for our predictions. And we'll just turn that into some sort of content, I guess. I don't know.
I like that.
And that'll be it for the week. Until next week, we have... That's what I want to go check. I think next week is movie of the year, right?
I probably need to watch all of it.
Yeah, you got homework.
Can we still add to that? Because I did. I added 2 that I thought were already on there, and they apparently weren't.
Oh, why did you do this to me, Kelsey?
I'm sorry. I thought that we had added them
because
we had talked about them, but
already. I'll look at it. I can swap. I'll swap 2. I'll figure it out. Just let me know which 2 were added, and then I'll.
They're the last 2 on the list.
Okay, because when did you add them? Because I reordered them by name. I think.
Just now.
Oh, okay. Then okay, last 2.
because like we had talked about them, and I thought we had.
Oh.
We talked about one, and I thought I had added the other one, but I apparently didn't add shit to this. So I think I like dreamed that I was adding stuff, and then just never added stuff. Like
This would have been a better week to fucking not stream so I can catch up on this shit.
But it's movies, bro, not games. Like you can get through you can do a movie a night and then the weekend plow through the rest of them, right? Like
How if I stream until I go to bed?
I don't have all your answers, Ryan. All right.
Well, you don't sleep, so what does that matter?
Yeah, but I have the T-pose.
Okay. Yeah,
you
I'll
can
sort that
stand
out.
there and do this and watch a movie.
But my AI's not on when I'm T-posing.
Wild. Okay. Yeah, I think movies is next week, so movie of the year. It's gonna be a lot shorter. We'll actually have enough time to gush over everything. It's just songs turned out to be a huge list, right? So
Sorry.
it's kind of my horrendous foresight. I should have planned better, but that's for next time. The movies looks like it's gonna be nice and quick, or we can gush for each of them. Doesn't matter. And then the week after that's gonna be games. So that's it for this week's episode. We'll see you next week. Bye.
I need to watch 8 movies.